Wow, you weren't
Hello,
kidding about
everybody.
that intro.
Huh?
Hello. I said you weren't kidding about that intro. That was really loud on my.
It was loud. I forgot when I edited it, I forgot to turn the music down to match
It
because
was
I
very
was
metal.
editing without headphones on that one.
We're
So,
live. It's
we are
alive.
live. We
What's up,
are
everybody? I'm
live.
back. Woo!
Secret message chat says, Gills, what the fuck? You are missing
Hey,
out on the
I
strain.
know, I know. Believe me, I'm missing out on a lot, and I hate it. But I had to come back for Spooky Month at least once, and
Mhm.
it's fitting that it's on one of my favorite movies of all time. So
Yes,
I miss
80.
you too, 80 man. I miss you all. I just it feels so good to be back. I'm not gonna lie.
And hopefully you could be back soon.
Yes. There's things in the works behind the scenes, chat. I might be back sooner than expected, but I don't want to make any promises in case they fall through.
Yes, unfortunately, we can't show Alien on the screen, so if you do need a link to it, I can put it in the chat. I can no
We'll
longer
get,
put the links in the description, though. Just
we
so you
will
know.
get copyright strike by Disney because now
Yes.
Disney owns Alien. And
Yes.
that's a good segue into say that the Xenomorph Queen is my favorite Disney princess, but unfortunately, she doesn't make an appearance in this film. That's the second one called Aliens.
Things.
Things, yeah, right. I
Yeah,
know.
80. I filled him in on the comment that we
Hey, I saw it.
received.
It's a good
So,
thing I wasn't there. I'm just
so
kidding.
what we're gonna do is when he's officially back full time, we will purposely watch Wicked World again.
Yeah,
Um, And also, Horror Miser, Monty G is going to be added to the panel as well.
yeah.
Gills, you haven't met him yet, but I think you're
No,
going to
I'm
enjoy
excited.
him.
Yeah.
He starts on Saturday, actually. So that's going to be really fun. Thank you, AD,
Cool.
for linking the movie in case everybody has it. A lot of people said they already have a copy of this movie, but never watched it before, so they're looking
Whoa,
forward to
really?
it.
Oh man,
Yes.
I hope you have the director's cut because that's the version we're watching, right?
They said yes.
Okay, good.
Somebody
There's
in the
not.
se-
What? Go ahead.
Someone in the secret message chat goes, duh, if there's a director's cut, you always get that one.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I'm just making sure. There's not much. What's up, Sam? There's not much difference from the theatrical version from the director's cut, except for one scene, and
Mhm.
I will point it out, and we will discuss the lore behind that
Mhm.
and why there's certain people that prefer Alien over Aliens and all that
Mhm.
drama. But for the most part, I like every Alien movie, even the prequels, except for Covenant. I could tolerate it a little bit, but this is, I think, the best film in the franchise for sure.
I agree with that. I haven't watched Alien movies as much as you have, but this is definitely one. Hey, Davey.
Yes. What's up,
Welcome,
baby?
welcome. Meet Gills. He's one of the
Yes.
panelists.
What's up, baby?
Today, he had a nice day off, so we figured we would do Alien. Unfortunately, I can't show it on the screen, but if you do want to watch along, 80 has the link in the drive if you want to. Davey's a new follower, so this is Gills, and Davey, you're
Yes.
gonna meet Horror Miser on Saturday if you show up on Saturday. So.
I just want to say for all the secret chat and the art student and film
Mm,
students, this is the movie that made me want to make film. And
mm,
this is the movie that made me obsessed with studying film, lighting, all that kind of stuff pertaining to it. And I actually found and I'll go get it before we end the stream, but I
mm.
found this letter I wrote when I was like 6 years old to DreamWorks Pictures, telling them to make an Alien versus Predator film. And I'll show it off. Of course, they were like, we reject your request and all this stuff. But yeah, I wrote Spielberg telling him he needed to make Alien versus Predator in 1996.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this was actually, if I'm not mistaken, one of the first movies I ever saw as a kid. And you
Mhm.
probably be like, oh my God, your mom showed you that? Yeah. And I saw Hellraiser when I was 9. So
Right.
I turned out fine. No.
I think I was a little bit older when I saw this. I think I was like a teenager and it was on like the sci-fi channel or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I just remember it fascinated me because we have insects on our own planet that act much like the xenomorph. So could be real.
yes, absolutely. ATL says, I think Aliens is better than Alien. Like with Terminator, I think the fact that the first movie was a surprise hit, having so much more money for the sequel was a key factor.
Yeah, I mean, I like Aliens a lot. Like, I think that film is a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece.
Mm.
But I feel like what Aliens does is it's more of an action film, and it loses the cosmic horror of
Mm.
the xenomorph. Like, and we'll talk about that with like the life cycle and the deleted scene in this film and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely say if you've never seen the sequel to this, what are you doing? You need to check that out immediately, especially after we're done showing this on the stream.
Uh,
Aliens is a masterpiece, but for me, I think the first one is far superior.
secret message chat. Said, oh wow, you guys are coming in like crazy. You guys gotta slow down. Let me catch up. Okay, let me see where I could do it. Gills, you're back. We thought you drowned in the lagoon.
No,
Uh,
almost, but no. I can foliate my gills, so it's fine.
Nolan would like this. Where's Nolan been? I don't know.
I don't know.
Davey says I was a little kid and I was fascinated with the spiders when I first saw a face hugger and I was hooked. Nice, cool. This is gonna
Yes.
be fun. Okay, secret message chat says, well, there's no blue or other colors in this movie, is there? Ha ha ha, glad to have you back.
Yeah, there is some kind of blue, a little bit, but no,
uh,
I wouldn't say the color schematics in this really
oh,
represent things too much. I mean, they kind of do, but not really. Not to the extent of a Hammer film.
and Gills, you are going to be so proud of the secret message chat because they all brought Hammer horror, like all the movies we
Yeah.
watched, to their professors, and they actually were okay to do deep dives and
Oh
recreations
my
of
god.
scenes, and it's all
Awesome.
because we stuck to it and we did the Hammer horror
Yeah.
chunk. So, guys, if you are new here and you like that, go ahead and check the replays. We had a
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah.
ATL says, I agree that Alien is more psychological horror and Aliens is more action. There are no huge surprises in Aliens.
True, and I don't want people to hear what I'm not saying. Like, if the question's asked, which is your favorite alien film, Alien or Aliens, and you say either one, both are the correct answers in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like, I think they're both equally on the same. It's just for me, like, Alien is like cosmic horror, like the fear of the
Mm-hmm.
unknown. It's literally like Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness, but in space.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Ridley Scott said that he watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre and was like, oh, well, let's do the science fiction horror of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but put it in space.
Yeah.
When you get to Aliens, it's just off the walls badass with the colonial marines. And, that movie's so iconic in its own right. So I agree. If you like Aliens more than Alien, I understand and I agree with you. But for me personally, Alien, excuse me, is the best.
Hey, Bob. Yeah, I saw
Hey,
you were going to
Bob.
be streaming. I will give your stream a like, my friend, when you go live, and we're just going to be over here watching Aliens. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Bob.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. And thanks for
We
stopping by on my Cthulhu stream, Bob. You made me
oh
feel safe because I was scared playing that game.
oh yeah, that like I figured. Tom, yes, it's a watch along. I can't unfortunately put it on the screen, but if you'd
Disney
like
will strike
it,
us.
yes, 80 posted the link to it if you would like to watch it with us. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing. I just told Bob I would go give him a like. That's what I was doing. Don't mind me, guys. It's been crazy.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so when you go live, Bob, I will give you a like. I'm sorry that I can't attend this one, but we have space things to do tonight. So
Yes.
you've got the box set? Nice. Tom
Uh,
is also another follower that you don't know, Gills. This is
okay.
Gills,
What's
one
up,
of the
Tom?
panelists. He's hoping to come back soon.
Yes, I am a regular, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, I can only make this brief appearance. But I do have my own channel at the Lagoon if you want to like and subscribe
Yes.
and follow. But hopefully, I don't want to make any promises, but hopefully in November I will be back full time again. So
Yes, and I look forward to it. And we're adding
yes,
Horror Miser on Saturday. So Tom, if you want to pop
yes,
by Saturday, We'll
I
be
try to
doing
be
this
back
again.
full time this month because it's Spooktober, but unfortunately it's not been. But I was like, I got to come back
That's
at least once, and so here we
That's
are.
okay. That's okay.
Here
And
we
don't
are.
forget, October 30th, the final Hell House LLC is coming on
Oh, that's
Shudder.
right.
So we are going to have to do that one. And
Yes,
it's going to
and
be
that's the
really
same
spooky.
day that the Crow takes place on. So you gotta watch the Crow too.
Yes. Yes. So, without further ado, if we want to get started with this movie,
Yeah,
because the
I guess
director's
so.
cut is a little bit on the longer
Yeah,
side.
yeah. All right, so here we go.
Oh,
3. Oh, are we ready?
yep, go ahead.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Alien! Yeah. Hell
Oh,
yeah. All right. So this film was directed by Ridley Scott, by a screenplay by Dan O'Brien.
hi,
Also,
babe.
story by Dan Dan O'Bannon. My fault. Story by Dan O'Bannon, as well as Ronald Suset. I probably pronounced his name wrong, but it's okay.
I will be right back. I just want to check Mr. Scrunch. I
Yeah,
can't tell
yeah,
if he's
yeah.
crying in his sleep or needs me, so 1 second.
You're good. And we got the epic score coming in by Jerry Goldsmith. If I'm not mistaken, he also did Covenant score, but I could be wrong on that. And we got an all-star cast, Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, and Yaphet Kotto. All-star cast here. This originally was called Star Beast, and Mr. Let me make sure because I totally butchered his name first time. Dan O'Bannon basically had this idea of like, well, he's a huge, massive fan of H.P. Lovecraft. So if you have read At the Mountains of Madness, you can be like, oh, well, this is just that in space, which it is. And with all the cheesy other kind of 50s, 60s sci-fi films that came out in the time, if you have seen It, The Terror from Beyond Space, I highly recommend you watch that. It is more or less the exact same plot and story of this film, except without all the like Giger-esque horror and all that good stuff. You back, Mercy?
Yes, I am. Sorry
Oh
about that.
God, no, you're good. Also, there's a cool loose reference that you can blink and miss that's coming up. They talk about an Antarctica base. And like I said, At the Mountains of Madness takes place in Antarctica, and they had a base there. So it's a little Easter egg nod to us Lovecraft fans.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm on baby duty at the same time on Thursdays. So. Tom Baker said he talked to Roger Christian.
Oh, yeah?
80 says Dan O'Bannon is fun to say.
Yeah, I know, right? I totally butchered it. Dan O'Bannon. Bannon.
Davey
No.
says one of the best movie openings of all time, and they did it
Oh,
back in
yeah, I agree.
'79.
I agree, man. I actually got
Oh,
lucky to see
nice,
this in
Tom.
theaters, and I'll have to say it was one of the best movie theater experiences I've ever had. And I've already seen this movie like millions of times.
I feel like this movie would be fun in the theater though on a big screen.
Oh, it is.
It's probably a totally different experience. I've only
Oh,
ever
it
seen
is.
it on like a computer or TV, so I've never gotten the full experience. But hey, who knows? Maybe next year at the Haunt on our big screen.
Yeah, that'd be sick. And I like what I like the dread. Like you already just feel so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, especially with those weird bird thingies that dip like that.
Yes.
You always those things always make me unsettling. I'm like, I know something bad's gonna happen because this bird is just.
And I think that the set design in this movie is just like God tier. I mean,
Oh
like
yeah.
it looks real. It looks like it's lived in. It looks like it's like a truckers in space kind of thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just like, wow. And how claustrophobic it is too. Like, I don't know if I could deal with that for too long without freaking out.
Oh
But
yeah, I think that would drive me nuts. And just like David pointed out, they did all this in like 1979. It's like
yes,
so,
I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yeah, because like this came out in 1979, and today it still holds up. And I guess you could be like, oh yeah, you could tell it's a dude in a suit, but not really. It's still creepy. Like
yeah.
it still holds up.
Oh, absolutely. But it also
It looks
shows
like the
like
inside of the TARDIS.
but also it goes to show like what the heck are we doing with the overuse of the video effects we have now and the lack of
Yeah.
the traditional side,
Mhm. Yeah. Like the practical effects in this are just mesmerizing.
Oh, absolutely. I think Mage said he was going to try to watch along too, so this is going to be interesting.
I hope so,
I think he
because I
caught the
know
clip
Mage hasn't.
above.
I know Mage hasn't seen this.
Secret message chat. It looks like the opening to an EDM concert in modern day.
You're not wrong. But one thing that I like about this film, and I'm sorry I'm getting like drawn into it, and
No,
that's what I'm
absolutely. You're
trying to
fine.
talk about. It's like, look how this just draws you in with like the camera angle. It's almost kind of dreamlike and mesmerizing. You know, it's just
Yeah. It's like you're
very,
actually walking through it yourself.
yeah, and it's very relaxing in a weird way, but also unsettling.
Davey says I could see the dude in the suit look in Alien Earth, but not in the original movie.
I can see yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about Alien Earth.
Mage says he is watching now. 80 says Mage has curd crumbs on his computer desk. That sounds kind of disgusting, to be honest. Tom says my whole
Yeah.
family saw it in cinema in 1979. Not me, I was 2. Aw.
Aw. Yeah, we're trying to watch a movie. How you doing, Mage?
Yeah, it sucks he can't be on here tonight.
Mm.
Oh, it's so weird. I can't tell if he's more vocal now, so I can't tell if he's just talking in his sleep or needs.
Or just cooing or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks like a very uncomfortable sleep, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it does. It's so awful.
Could you imagine being like that close to like your coworkers and being like, we're gonna sleep in pods?
My grandma said she was never that scared watching a movie. Yeah, my mom told me that her sister was like, "Hey, you want to go to the movie theater?" And she was like, "Sure," or whatever. And like, take in mind, like this is her big sister, right? There's
Yeah.
younger, and she's like, "Oh, what's it about?" She's like, "Oh, it's just about like an alien, but it's not a really nice alien." And so I was like, "Oh, cool, sure, it won't be that bad." And my mom said at the end of the credits, she looked over at her sister, she goes, "I hate you. How dare you take me to see this? This was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life," or whatever.
That's so funny. You're from Brussels, okay?
Oh, really? Cool,
Nice.
man. Nice.
Thanks for being here.
I've always wanted to go to Brussels.
80 said he saw it when it came out and never saw any of the others at all. Well, we'll be doing more because Gills totally loves these.
You should definitely check out Aliens. I would say Romulus is good. I understand people have their problems with that, but for me, the franchise has been dead so long that I feel like that's the movie that the franchise needed to remind us why we liked Alien, and it's like a cool like segue and fits perfectly. Like the prequel movies, let's be honest, kind of screwed up canon. And so Romulus comes and kind of fixes that and tries to be like, all right, we're going to move on now. And I think if you like the first film, you'll like Romulus.
Absolutely.
What's up, Paige?
Davey says Alien Earth should have been like the 90s toy line with gorilla aliens, bull aliens, and other hybrids. That would have been epic.
Bro, if you're not careful, you're going to get me raging out on Alien Earth on the stream, bro. I'm serious. Like, that show kind of pissed me off, especially at the end, like the last 3 episodes. That show had so much potential. All right, see, here I go. No. It did have potential, but they ruined it. They really did. And maybe we'll get season 2.
Tom says, yes, Romulus is more retro.
Yes. Yeah. Romulus is a step in the right direction, and then Alien Earth took 2 steps back. That's all I'll say.
See, I haven't finished the Alien Earth one yet.
That's fine. Don't do it.
Okay.
The season, no, do it, but it's just like you'll be like, what?
Right. I heard so many mixed things about it, but like,
yeah, just watch it for yourself. But like, I'm telling you, like it's almost like the finale's a filter episode.
That's a lot of lights. It's like, wake up now.
And if you'll notice, in a weird way, this is kind of like a bizarre kind of cathedral. So like the worshiping of computer, AI, all that stuff is already kind of in this universe to begin with. And a fun fact, if we have deep nerds in this in the chat, they will know that Blade Runner is also kind of in this universe as well. See, even Sigourney Weaver said right. So,
Yeah.
see, not wrong.
Tom Baker said the mother room scene.
Yes. Like that was the kind of like intention in the set design. They were like, kind of like make the Nostromo a little bit like a cathedral-esque. And you'll notice too, like their patches is kind of like the Egyptian goddess Isis wings, and then also the wings of the Ark of the Covenant from the Torah and the Bible and stuff. You kind of get the sense that the Weyland-Yutani Corporation is into occult esoteric themes, which I think makes it even more kind of Lovecraftian in its own weird way.
Secret message chat says, this is just reminding me of Spaceballs a little bit, but then I gotta remember watching a serious movie.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll see right there, they're going to mention Antarctica base here. It's a little nod to Lovecraft. Yeah, see, calling Antarctica traffic control.
Secret message chat says, I am too young to realize they are dealing with computers. I would have lost my mind if it was that complicated.
Yeah, see, this is the thing that's so wild is that, this was like considered super high sci-fi, but now it's like, oh, well, we have AI, we have all this kind of technology. I mean, obviously we can't have, mineral oil spaceships, or can we?
This guy's like, I'm on my ninth cup of coffee. I saw the
Comes
blinky
the
lights.
two
I'm
best
good.
characters in the movie right here. Coming to carry the rest of the movie.
Yeah, because the rest all seem to forgot their lines. They're all just sitting there drinking coffee. They're like, oh crap, we're making a movie.
Got the greatness of Brett. There's Dallas. The great Tom Skerritt. Very famous actor. He was on MASH.
92.
He was on MASH and Sexy Cop. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, he was in Sexy Cop, but nobody knows that show. He was also in Poltergeist 3. Okay.
Secret message chat says, oh wow, I've never seen Sigourney Weaver young. She still looks old when she's young.
Oh yeah. This is one of her not her very first movie, but this is the movie that made her, super famous.
Well, she did such a great job in this, honestly. They definitely casted her well for this one.
Then we got Yaphet Kotto right here. Absolute legend. My favorite character in Alien. This is me at work. Let's talk about the bonus situation. Yeah. Oh, you want me to do 4 jobs at once? Can we talk about the bonus situation, please?
Davey says it's amazing that the movies and games that came after still mimic that now dated computer look. It's iconic.
Yes, I was about to say Alien Isolation. I did a whole nightmare run on my stream. You should all check it out. It's a 0-def run. I didn't have to restart at all or anything. It's totally fine.
There's also one where we called it the Space Titanic. Or was that a different game? I don't remember.
No, that's the game. That's where I got married to Axl Rose at the beginning.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Everyone's like, wait, what? No, but seriously, guys, you got to check out his streams. They're fun.
Yeah,
I'm usually in the chat.
That first stream didn't save to my channel, so I replayed it recently, and it's all on my channel. So,
I think you were on Twitch. I thought you were on Twitch on the first time.
Yeah, I was on Twitch on the first time. Yeah, and I kind of like go off on Alien Earth. So if you kind of want a soft preview of my Alien Earth review, you can get in that. And look at that beautiful shot. Matte painting on top of like model effects. Looks real.
Even Secret message chat says, wow, between this and the Hammer horror I've gone through, it looks like they can make realistic things with actual physical things, and I never actually knew that. Well, yeah, you must be from the digital age, my friend.
Yeah, so this is all like models, like handcrafted models that are painted and stuff like that. And then, of course, they have like matte paintings of like space and all that kind of stuff. Telling you, man. See, that's why Romulus was so good, is they went back and did that. That's why that movie still looks kind of good.
Mage says the green screen looks great too.
Yeah. No, it's really remarkable on how they made all of this. And Ridley Scott, I don't know he's one of my favorite directors. I have to be honest, some of his more recent films have not been that good, but that saying, he's an absolute legend. And if you're all you art students, you should definitely study his film. You should study this one. I would also say Prometheus. Whether you like the plot or not, just look at how everything was shot and filmed and the sets. And of course, Kingdom of Heaven. I would also recommend that. And of course, Gladiator. He's
Of
a
course.
phenomenal filmmaker in that regard. But one thing he's known for is that he will, when he gets a script, he'll read the script from, page to page, every page. And then he will go and take the script and I'm sure enjoy some whiskey and a cigar. And he will storyboard the entire film. So he did that with Alien. And when he storyboarded the film and he sent it back to the studio, they doubled the budget just from seeing his storyboards. Because you got to understand, basically, this is a B movie that got an A movie production.
Absolutely. Tom says he saw Kingdom of Heaven, the cinema.
Yes. I prefer the director's cut. Of course, anything with Ridley Scott, always watch the director's cut.
Again, we got to point out the use of music too in these movies.
Yes.
That is always lacking in the modern ones. Like, and if they do, it's like all this royalty-free crap that doesn't match the movie. I forgot what movie it was, but I think it was one of the A24 productions. One of their movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't watch this. And my husband was like, why not? And I was like, cause like literally the music is taking me out of the story. Like the music's supposed to help the story, not take you out of it.
I really like A24, but I agree with you. Like they don't, the emphasis of not actually having a score anymore in certain films really shows. And like you said, it does take you out of it. Like, the score, the music is supposed to bring you into the film more.
Right, and you can't tell me that there aren't, like, there's so many musicians on YouTube or something that wouldn't like the opportunity to write something specifically for your movie for a good price if you don't want to be, like, paying for, like, the major acts. So, like, it's...
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of stupid how they took away, but I do, I forgot to fill you in. We were watching The Corpse Vanishes one night.
Oh, yeah?
And 80 called it, he's trying to get bridal fluid.
Oh, my God.
So then YouTube glitched today. And it was showing me all the comments where they were talking about getting bridal fluid. And I was like...
Oh, my God. It's those little happy little accidents that Bob Ross talks about.
Yes. It was amazing. I'm glad everybody enjoyed that one, though. And Tom, I'm trying to figure out how we could do the Black Cat. It is public domain, but I have to, like...
Is that the Bela Lugosi Boris Karloff film?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good film.
It's public domain. I was trying to do it one night because that's Tom's favorite movie. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, we could do that one. That was public domain. And I tried it, and it gave me a copyright strike, and I don't know why.
Really?
Because it's in the public domain, and I have the public domain license for it. So I'm trying to figure that one out, Tom. And then once I get that figured out to where we won't get interrupted, I will definitely do that one. There is an amazing movie composer on YouTube, small channel. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of, that's what I'm saying. So there's literally no reason why movies can't have music to draw you into the story.
Yeah.
You know, he makes retro music for fun, but it's incredible. Oh, cool. Share it with me. I like to check that out.
So I'll just go ahead. I want to read this little cool thing here. It says, so 3 models of the Nostromo, which is the ship that we've been seeing, were made. A 12-inch version for medium and long shots, and a 4-foot, 1.2-meter version for rear shots, and a 12-foot, 7 short-ton rig for the undocking and planetoid surface sequences, which we just saw. Ridley Scott insisted on numerous changes to the models, even as filming was taking place, leading to conflicts with the modeling and filming teams. The Nostromo was originally yellow, and the team filmed shots of the models for 6 weeks before Johnson left to work on The Empire Strikes Back. So Star Wars 6 or 2, depending on how old you are. Scott then ordered it changed to gray, and the team had to begin shooting again from scratch. So imagine.
Oh, man.
So basically, Scott asked that more and more pieces be added to the model. such that the final version with the refinery required a metal framework so that it could be hoisted by a forklift. He also took a hammer and chisel to sections of the refinery, knocking off many of the spires that Boer had spent weeks creating. Scott also had disagreements with miniature effects cinematographer Dennis Ayling over how to light the models. So, sounds like Ridley Scott's fun to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine just spending weeks and months on this, and he comes in with a hammer and just destroys your work
I
in
would be
front of
so mad. I'd be like, dude, bro.
you? But then you see the movie and you're like, all right, he was kind of right.
Yeah. He could at least talked first.
Yeah, seriously. I know he went like totally mentally insane working on Legend with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry and that fantasy film or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a crazy
Yeah,
cast. I think anybody would
yeah.
go, oh wow,
I
this movie sounded really weird in this headphone for a minute.
I remember some like I think it was either his like assistant or like one of the producers had to go in and be like, Scott, you need to calm down. He's like, right. It makes no sense for Tom Cruise to actually his character actually to be green. And they're like, yeah, he should just remain Tom Cruise. And like, yeah, you're right.
Secret message chat saying this is actually really high tech, man. Bravo for the old people. Hey now.
Hey, so this shot right here, how this was done to give this big like aspect ratio, kind of an old trick. These are all the kids of some of the producers and actors and people who worked on the film. So here on this next scene that we cut to, when they're walking away from the ship, like I think it's right as after this scene, you'll notice, yeah. So these are all little kids, about 8-9 years old right here.
Could you imagine how cool that would be? You want to be in a movie? Mercy, have you noticed if you hit the like button, it shows a little ghost? No, I didn't.
Really? I want to know. On YouTube?
The sets inside of the ship are some of the best set designs ever done. It looks dirty but high tech.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at him like waving at the kids. Like, good job, bros. Yeah. It's like, you guys want to go play dress up?
Yeah.
Don't mind the director with the hammer, though. Yeah, it's so cool for the like button. That is cool. I didn't know that. No, that's
awesome. I will have to say, the next coming scenes, we have not really ever gotten a proper Lovecraftian film adaptation yet. So I'll have to say, at least in my opinion, this film is by far the most Lovecraftian cosmic horror film we have ever gotten, especially with the coming scenes that are coming. Spoilers if you haven't seen the film, but that's not to knock Nicolas Cage's film Color Out of Space. It's a masterpiece, but as far as like the total unknowable alien cosmic stuff, I would have to say this would be the film.
Secret message chat is going so fast. They're all excited you're here, Gills. It's insane.
I'm excited I'm here too. I'm trying not to talk 1,000 miles per hour. I'm so excited.
No,
I missed you all. I know. It's so good to be back.
That's why I was like, you know what? Let's just do Alien.
Yes.
Confirmed. Cute little ghost when you hit like. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
See, even here, you can tell it's kind of a matte painting, but it's still good. And how long was that? Like maybe 8 seconds on screen?
Yeah, but it was like short enough to where like you're like, was that a painting or was it not? You know what I mean? Like,
that's true. There's not many space movies now.
No, there's not. But although you could tell when like a horror franchise is getting tired of making the movies because they always send the killers up into space.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we're running ideas. They'll go to New York first, and then they'll go up to space.
Hey, Jason X is a masterpiece, okay? I love that scene where he's got the girls in the sleeping bags. Oh, shout out to Jonesy. Look at that beautiful kitty.
Oh.
And he, like, takes the ladies in the sleeping bag and hits them up against the trees. It's hilarious. Maybe I'm just a sick bastard, but I think that scene's funny. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, I think this is one of the most Lovecraftian things in cinema.
Mage says, I think Lovecraft needs to make a film with today's graphics and his 1920s writing.
I do too. I would love to do that.
Support Gil's channel so he can make enough money to do that.
Yeah, I would love to make Call of Cthulhu. I want to beat James Wan. I think he
Tom
could do it, but I don't know.
Tom says, I love space movies. There was a lot in 1997. Supernova, Starship Troopers, Event Horizon, all in 97. Yeah, that is true. The 90s
Oh yeah, Event
kept it
Horizon is
alive.
god tier, bro, and I love Starship Troopers. Side note though, look at that Juggernaut ship. Look at that, isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Geiger in the
Spaceballs 2
house.
is coming. I know, I'm excited. Jason X camper scene was funny as hell.
Yes, it is,
Yes.
right? I'd laugh every time I see that scene.
Mage says Netflix has some great space TV shows, but they canceled it.
Of course, it's Netflix for you.
I don't even. You meant Lovecraft himself. He would just need to beat death. I mean, technically he did with his writing, but you know what I mean.
Uh,
Mage, I know you're having internet trouble, but are you okay?
no, that's awesome. I will have to say, and hear me out, so don't scream at me immediately, but the Christian Stewart film, Twilight, Underwater, is a Lovecraft film. Spoiler alert,
Yes.
Cthulhu is in it. I'm just go ahead and say that to pique your interest. You can, if you watch the film, it is very much inspired by Alien and Aliens, but instead of xenomorphs, it's Deep One and Cthulhu. So if you have not seen that film, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah, you can actually look past her just staring at everything.
I have
she's
to
not
say,
anyway.
yeah, I mean, to be fair, I do think it is her best movie.
Exactly, it kind of is. Yes, I mean,
Yeah,
because
it
like
kind of is in a weird way.
her natural facial expression worked for that movie.
Yeah,
So,
and I wouldn't necessarily say it has the same philosophy as Lovecraft, but it's kind of like the philosophy of like nothing matters and you don't matter, but it's okay. I still choose to be happy. So I think you'll enjoy it, and it's very much a love letter to this film and Aliens.
it definitely freaked me out. Anything deep sea freaks me
Yeah,
out
I
more than
can't. Yeah,
anything.
same.
I'm like, nope.
I highly recommend that film. So if y'all haven't seen that and you guys like Lovecraft and you like this, check it out.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
Like
or maybe you will. And then you can tell me in the comments below.
Mage smokes some bad curs. The little cheese men aren't really there, Mage. Mellow.
Yeah, I agree, Davey. Yeah.
Yep.
And I would have to say that the creature design at the end is more fitting for Dagon rather than the Great Cthulhu, but I'll take it. Oh, this is the best part of the movie.
It's so
Look
creepy.
at that. Look at that set, chat. Oh my God. Imagine Geiger. So Geiger, there's this funny part where like somebody like walked up to him while he was designing these sets and he offered them pills. And they're like, no, we don't do drugs. He goes, I have to stop my visions. They're like, what do you mean? I have the visions of hell. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they left.
Sure. Well, what else would you really do? Like, okay, yeah.
In the Mouth of Madness is greatness. You're right, Tom. Yes, that's a good one.
Absolutely. We got to do that one too.
I actually prefer, as far as like A-listing films, I agree with you, Tom. But I don't know if you've seen the silent film Call of Cthulhu. That's my favorite Lovecraft film. That's really good. They had $20 to make it, but you know, it's a silent film and it does feel like a Lost 20s film. So yeah, if you have not seen that, definitely check that out, man. You'll dig it.
Yeah, we still have a bunch of silent horror to do when you get back too.
Oh, I know.
Tom says he has not seen it.
Oh, check it out, man. It's great. They do like stop motion with Cthulhu. It's sick. So it's like kind of King Kong-ish, you know. Oh, I will never forget the first time I saw this shot. It blew my mind as a 9-year-old.
Oh, I know.
Or a 5-year-old. I think I was 5. I don't know.
What's interesting to me is like I'm more into like the psychological horror and like, you know, features. So when this came on TV for me the first time watching it, I was like, oh, I don't know. But then I was like, wow, this got me hooked. So it's from somebody that's really not like I don't dislike sci-fi, but it's not something that I watch a lot of.
Yeah, which is fair.
So like, you know, like I do, like I won't turn it off if it comes on. But like, you know, this one really grabbed me right away. John Carpenter's my favorite director, and The Mouth of Madness is great, says Davey. Yes, John is one of my favorite directors too. Like, I absolutely love him,
Yes.
and I love the music scores that he makes with everything.
Yes. I have to say The Thing, I think, is my favorite movie of his. Although I really do love The Fog a lot too. So, and Prince of
Mage.
Darkness, I like it all. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yes. Mage says this movie seems interesting so far. I'm editing while watching and going back and forth. You
I mean,
love
just
that you can
imagine
turn creature features? Nice.
finding something like this. I would be so scared.
It would definitely be wonky, that's for sure. I have a bunch of Lovecraft graphic novels in my comics folder in the drive. Nice
Oh, I'll
artwork,
definitely check them out,
80
man.
says. I think I saw those there actually. I was snooping around the other day. I'm like, I need something to read. And I was like, oh, wait, he told me that there's some stuff in there.
One thing that I like about this is the like you get in the
Everything.
Bible and in folklore and stuff, like the giants that lived on the earth and all that stuff. And then here
Mm,
you see this giant alien being that would be super
yes.
tall, and it's got this, oh, it's so scary. That's why I like this movie so much, is it kind of ties itself to esoteric stuff and folklore and
Mm-hmm.
occult. And I think that's where you get this kind of like primeval horror being a human being.
Secret message chat says, Gills, when you do have the chance, are you gonna get caught up on the strain? We would love to hear more of
Yes,
your thoughts.
believe me, I want to so bad, because that second season was so epic. It was like the ultimate of Hammer for me, and I was getting
Yes.
so into it, and then bam, now I have nothing to do but wash dishes for eternity. So I have to don't worry, I'm gonna get caught up and make videos.
Yes, I told him guys, I told him to make videos instead. Cause we're already on season 4.
I know, and I hate that I believe me, I wish I could be
I
watching
really
along.
can't wait to hear your thoughts on like all of it. So take your time when you get a chance to it. It's totally worth it.
Do you have every heavy metal magazine? Oh my god, 80, thank you. I'm
Yes.
gonna have to share that with the wife because she loves heavy metal.
Here in Brussels, it's all heavy metal comic books, many comic
Nice,
book
man.
shops. Nice. And when I usually go to the horror conventions that I go to, there's a lot of that kind of stuff too. I think it's so fun.
But see, one thing I'll say about this whole part of the film, like, look at this shot. Like, okay, if you really pause and look at it, you can tell it's like that's a set, and then the rest is a painting and stuff.
Yeah.
But it still looks good. Like,
It
I have not
actually,
been broken in immersion yet so far. Still watching this.
right. It actually looks like that one level in Tomb Raider 2 when she's in the boat underwater and you're trying
Oh
to get. That's what it reminds me of.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
oh
When
yeah, I
they
do.
get
I
the
just
ship
haven't played that game in
underwater
forever. Yeah.
and
Oh
it's
my
like
goodness.
she has
It
to
just
run
goes
and
on
jump over.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that level. I was so stuck on that level for ages. I was like, why? Because it's all so blue. So you get confused. You're like, oh, did I go there?
So here's the color blue, chat.
Yes. It
So
means
in
it's
the
dark. No.
yeah. So in the lore, this is from all what we know, and maybe there's been somebody who's read more Aliens Dark Horse comics than I have, but I know this is supposed to be what we now call them engineers. So if you hate the prequel series, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is now. So if not, I'll call them space jockeys. But this is there's some type of tech that somehow subdues the aliens, and you also see this in Romulus, which I think is interesting. And I'm glad that they just don't even explain it in Romulus, because you get that kind of like
Eerie
cosmic horror,
vibe.
yeah, the eerie
Yeah.
vibe. And we're going to answer some questions, but in doing that, you'll have 3 more questions. I think that's the appropriate way to handle this franchise going forward. Because I think if you explain the xenomorph, it won't be scary anymore. I think that's what
Mhm.
makes it scary, is that it's, it's kind of like Cthulhu. It's unknowable. It's completely alien. And when you encounter it, it just destroys you and assaults you in your dreams, as we see in the sequels with Ripley.
Everything about it is pretty freaky, to be
And I want
honest.
to address something right here. Everybody bitches about, oh my God, they're so fucking stupid in the sequels for putting their faces in front of everything. Okay, well, what about this scene?
Yeah, right.
Like, seriously, nobody cares about this scene. In fact, if you criticize this movie, you're considered fringe, but that's all I'm going to say. But I get you. Like, some of the dudes in Prometheus are a little bit like, okay, calm down. Space jockey for life? Yeah. So that's one of the set designer's hands in latex gloves underneath the translucent thing, flickering right there. That's how they did that effect. Yeah, it could. That you're absolutely right, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think if aliens are real, this is how it would actually be.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be something really strange
Yeah,
and weird, and
yeah,
I
it'd
don't
be
think
something like this.
I don't think we'd be able to comprehend any of it.
No.
Secret message chat says, "Oh, Gills, it's been a while. I have to tell you, I started researching more of Peter Cushing's work after the Hammer horror stuff we
Yeah.
did. Thank you so much. I really dig him as an actor, and I
Yes.
am taking him as inspiration for my acting career."
You should. He's a phenomenal actor, and he's one of the greats, especially in that time period. I'm so happy to expose you to him, and I would also encourage you, if you haven't already, to
Yes.
watch Star Wars: A New Hope, Episode 4. Technically, it's the first Star Wars movie that came out, but it's Episode 4 now with all the extended universe. He's not in it that long, but watch his performance in that, and you can see why he's got all this lore behind him in that universe, because he plays such an evil bastard in that. It's remarkable.
And Gills does have a Horror of Dracula deep dive coming out soon.
Yes,
I
very
know
soon.
because I helped edit it,
Yes,
and I think you guys should
she's
watch
done
it
a
because he
phenomenal
does
job.
go in depth with each actor, and I think it does great because I know you guys watched it with us during the live streams, but this is cool because you get to actually sit down and listen to how deep he went into it. So
Yes,
totally recommend it. I can't wait
yes.
for you guys to watch it when
It's
he puts it up.
it's definitely gonna either come out the week of Halloween or on Halloween. I haven't decided yet. Probably Halloween, because I want you guys to hang out with me on Halloween a little bit. But I might do it a little bit earlier on the 30th, because I know people have plans on Halloween. But
On
still, it'll be up there
Halloween,
around that time.
we're gonna be streaming The Last Hell House.
Oh,
Because I don't have to go up to Haunt Mountain until Sunday.
look
So
at this beautiful animatronic that we're about to see, and it still holds up today. I think it's one of the most beautiful animatronics in cinema. Here we go, chat. Ready? And I'm an arachnophobe too, so it hits me harder.
I don't know why I'm hungry for a caramel right now. What's Gil's channel? Well, let me
Should
link
be at
you.
Gilboy1337.
Actually, Tom, if you go to my channel, it's right on the recommended channels as well. But hold on, let me grab it for you. I'll link it here. Crap.
I pretty much stream, Tom. I stream a lot of video games right now. I'm in the process of streaming the Call of Cthulhu. Due to my work schedule, I'm streaming at like 2-3 in the morning, so I have awkward hours. And like I said, I used to be a regular on the panel.
Thank you, Mage.
Fortunately, I can only show up this month on this day. But hopefully by next month, I'll be returning as a regular, and then I'll actually be able to make videos every week like I was too. So,
yes,
but I have
like
Mercy said, I have an awesome deep dive coming out. It's over an hour long, so you guys will have a lot of content from me.
It's
soon.
worth it though. So if you are somebody that really likes film, it's totally worth
Yes,
the deep dive. Honestly,
it's my love letter to all of you in secret chat and chat in general.
Yes. So everybody take a look. Thank you, Mage, for sharing his link.
Yes, thank you, Mage.
Tom and anybody else who is like new, when we do horror panel, normally Thursdays I'm doing just like a public domain horror and we're just chilling out or something like that, but every other Friday and every Saturday we have a panel of us that gets together and watches stuff and just discusses it. So please, by all means, check out everybody else that goes on here. Horror Miser Monty G is the other co-host that's coming on Saturday.
Yes,
he
I
does
can't
a
wait
lot of fantastic reviews. So if you want film reviews, he does a good thing too.
I've seen his little pic with Robert Englund, and I'm super jelly.
That's
I got to semi meet him, but not like that.
My friend has a signature tattooed on her Freddy tattoo on her leg.
Yeah, I had him sign my Freddy Funko Pop, and then I like got starstruck and didn't speak like I wanted to, and then he was like, "I like your shirt," and I was like, "Thank you."
At least he didn't dance at you like his character in Strangeland.
Oh,
He could have been like, I
I would have
like your shirt, Gills.
because I wanted to say to him, like, what's that movie he did, like the 937 Evil movie or whatever. I wanted to tell
Yes.
him like that movie was badass, and then of course Freddy, and what's that Zombie Beavers? I was gonna bring that up, be that guy.
There's always that guy.
Yeah,
That
I
was gonna
saw
be
that
John
movie.
Saxon. Yes. That is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it is. See, that's one thing I like. You get a little bit more of it in Aliens, but
Mm.
it's just like, man, and especially in Romulus. But like the aliens, they're so disgusting. They
Yeah.
are nasty little insects.
Well, I think that's what's really cool about this movie too. Is like they are making them disgusting. I hate when I see a
Yes.
modern space movie and like the aliens either look like us and so it's predictable,
Oh, yeah,
or like
that
they're
pisses
not
me off. Yeah.
even disgusting. Like, wouldn't
Cause
you
see,
think this
that's
weird
not
ass
alien.
creature would be disgusting?
It's like if the alien looks like us, that's not alien. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like it's just not. And I guess, and I get like I understand that's why people don't like Prometheus because they make this space jockey all like humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand what they were trying to do with the lore, with the whole
Mm-hmm.
ancient aliens thing and the giant
Yes.
Nephilim and stuff. So I like it for that. But I can understand why people wanted it to be the more like super biomechanical gear,
Mm-hmm.
which I still have a theory that those kind of space jockeys do exist. Just Ridley didn't get to make his third film yet. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Mage says he met a voice actor of a very favorite game of mine, and he turned out to be a huge dick. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's not
Especially
good to meet your heroes. Yeah.
when I worked at, or not worked at, when I went to Scarecon. There was a couple times where I met people that I actually enjoyed, and they were just assholes. But the thing with me is, I'd be like, okay, bro, like they couldn't. It look some of them like I think thrive off the being dickish because they like need it for publicity, so they could be like, oh, this fan told so and so off, but I was just like, okay,
Yeah, they're
like
edge
I'm
lords.
I'm gonna go get fries and go about my day. I just want to stop at your table, like.
So, Alien is obviously rated R in the United States. When it came
Yes.
out, it was rated X in the United Kingdom. So, for our Hammer fans, and it was rated M in Australia. In the UK, the British Board of Film Censors almost passed the film as an AA for ages 14 and over. Although concerns existed over the prevalent sexual imagery, obviously we got Geiger, and as you see if you
And
haven't
his
seen the
happy
film,
pills.
yeah, if you haven't seen the film, the full-grown xenomorph is just a dickhead.
Yeah.
20th Century Fox eventually relented in pushing for an AA certificate after deciding that an X rating would make it easier to sell as a horror film. And it had its premiere at a midnight screening on May 24th, 1979 at the Seattle International Film
Ooh.
Festival and opened in a limited release in American theaters on May 25th. And needless to say, people were lined up behind the theater to see it. So then, of course, it's got a wider release, and now it's become the iconic classic we all love and revere today.
I'll read these two. I did put them on the screen, but you were talking there, so I will put this. Tom says it also makes sense size and creatures would be bigger or smaller than humans.
Yes.
Davey says, I believe that Alien is half human, being its host was a human, but in Alien 3 it's a dog, so it becomes part dog.
Yes. Facts. Yes, it assimilates host DNA. Yes.
Yeah, and Todd says yes, but that detail, I think my grandparents missed that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I will have to say, I like the idea that Romulus presents that this black goo and like Prometheus is kind of like the seminal fluid of whatever cosmic creature this xenomorph is,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like takes it to like the whole like perhaps maybe there's some kind of Cthulhu like xenomorph entity floating at the back asswards ends of space. Like I feel like it restores it back to this unknowable alien entity thing. And whenever you come into contact with it, it takes whatever DNA it touches and assimilates it and turns it into this, in quotations, perfect organism. Which you get the philosophy of Lovecraft in that, where
Mm-hmm.
humanity is really not that important, that something else is far greater than us. What's up, Bladeborn? Don't worry, man. I'm gonna be streaming some Bloodborne soon. I know you want more.
I'm glad
We'll
you've
praise
seen
the sun
success
together.
with Bloodborne.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Since we're talking about space too, I just want to take a quick moment to say R.I.P. to Ace Frehley. I don't know if everybody knows yet, but he tragically passed today at 74. Although I will say he didn't pass, he just went back to his home planet. So if you're a Kiss fan, he is no longer with us.
Yes, Davey Geiger does draw and paint some kinky stuff.
Yeah, he does, especially if you buy his Necronomicon book.
Yeah. Secret message chat says, "Oh, I thought the Ace thing was a hoax." Yeah, so did I at first.
Yeah, because apparently they're like, oh, he's on life support, but no, it's been confirmed he passed. So
I spoke to him at Scaricon, I think in
yeah.
2013, and that was a very
Eccentric,
alien
yeah, I
experience.
bet, yes.
It was very, very strange how he had his table set up. It was like there was tarps around it because he would only let X amount of people in at a time. It was very weird. But the only way I got to talk to him was because I was at the VIP party talking to one of the girls from American Horror Story, and he just happened to be there, and like he just started ranting about music, and I was like, okay.
Sounds like Ace.
But then he was also like very cocky too.
Oh
Like
yeah.
all of his bodyguards were like, "How dare you talk to him?" I'm like, "I wasn't even talking to him. He came over here."
Yeah. Yeah, I took my dad to go see him at his solo work, and he was pretty inebriated on stage, which is to be expected. But he was pretty good. But he was like, yeah, we put better in Dallas for some real.
Yeah, he was a very eccentric guy. I'm not a Kiss fan, but I also think it's sad. Like it's sad
Yeah,
when anybody dies. Like I'm
it
not gonna be a
is
dick
true.
like that. I never understood people like, well, I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't matter. It was still a human being. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
and he contributed so much to the whole rock and roll culture
oh
too.
yeah, I just it's just
Yeah, it's
not.
not your
I think
thing. Yeah.
there's like one song, and I don't even know the name of it. That's how little I listen to it. Ace Frehley, Tom.
Yes, Ace Frehley. Yeah, from Kiss,
Uh,
the
um,
guitarist or lead guitarist or whatever. The
oh,
original
I think. Hold on,
member.
let me look that up because that's gonna drive me nuts. I think the only Kiss song that I like is God of Thunder.
Yes, that's a
That's the
badass
only
song.
one that I can like. Anything else, I'm just like, I don't know
Well, it makes
why.
sense. You like bass.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Have you heard Dead's cover of that or Def's cover of that?
I don't think so, actually. No.
You should. I'll send it to you. It's super awesome.
Please do. Please do.
It's definitely more death metal. He's like, go to
Of
thunder.
course. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything else.
And I remember he was like, oh my god, Gene Simmons actually heard it and said he liked it. Oh my god, he like fanboyed out. It was awesome.
Gene Simmons is a total jerk. That yes, he is.
Yeah, oh
Like
yeah.
he is.
Well, he's nice to the fans, kind of. He was nice to me when I met him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
But I have heard horror stories.
Well, that's like people that met Linda Blair. They said, "Oh, she's
Yeah,
sweet," but the day that I met her, I think she was just having a bad day. I was like
yeah,
thrown off with how like snippy she was. But you also got to remember, like they've been dealing with people all day, and how do
yeah,
you feel after dealing with people all
exactly.
day? He is a
Well,
know-it-all, loudmouth. But I also wonder if that's part of his brand too, because you got to think like,
who, Gene Simmons? Oh yeah,
yeah,
for
like
sure. Yeah, yeah.
you
I mean,
like
he's the
Psycho
demon, man.
Circus, nice.
Yeah, that's a good song, man.
I like how we all got quiet because we like zoned in the movie
I
for a
know, I
second. We're
know.
like,
Same thing. I was like, oh god, here's that part in the film.
we're like, it's almost there. Secret message chat says my dad picks on me because I watch your panel. He's like, isn't you aren't yeah. Hold on, that's moving fast. Hold on, I almost read somebody else's comment. My dad picks on me for watching your streams because you guys are talking through the movie. However, I like it because it's like hanging out with you guys in person. I can always
Yeah,
rewatch the film later, and you guys point out stuff I probably wouldn't see by myself, so I see it the second watch through. So, dad's just not
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's the whole point. You're hanging out with us, watching a badass movie.
Facehugger scene. That's what Tom said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, look at that. That's so
That is
disgusting.
amazing. That is such a beautiful effect.
It is.
See, I know that I could show scenes, like certain scenes, but
You can show at least a still image of it, right?
I don't know because I forgot that we're doing this on Discord. I'm scared that if I try something, it's gonna take the whole stream down. Your dad's name rhymes with Jerry? Oh
Terry?
my god.
Very Larry Terry?
Oh my gosh, I thought you were talking about the goat mage. Oh my gosh. And the detail, that egghead dropping drops upside down. Facehugger devil bat noise squeak. Oh yeah, 80 or 80, not 80. Gills, I showed them the devil bat, and 80
Oh,
can't let
yeah?
go of the screech of the bat.
Oh,
Drops go upward. Yes. She looks like she's been tired of everybody's shit since the movie started.
yeah. So a little fun fact I have for you. In some of the earlier drafts of the script, Ripley and Dallas here were having an affair. But as the film kept progressing, they're like, that kind of makes both Ripley and Dallas kind of shitty characters. Like they would be like, because if I'm not mistaken, Dallas had a wife, but
Mm-hmm.
Ripley didn't care. And so it kind of just made them both look kind of shitty. So they decided to change that. Also,
Mm-hmm.
when the script was written, they wrote every character, and this is for our script writers in secret chat. They wrote each character to be like possibly either male or female. And so it came to the decision like, all right, because back in this time period, it wasn't really marketable to have a female lead
Mm-hmm.
per se. So they're like, well, what if we made Ripley a woman and also Lambert a woman? And so they're like, okay, well, let's do that. They're both written in a way to where it wouldn't really matter if we changed their gender or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so thankfully they did, because this was, I remember when I saw this, I don't want to spoil the ending, but it's like, wow, it was kind of uncommon to have a female be the primary lead back in this time period.
And an unknown lead, yes.
Yes, for that as well, yes. And that's what I like about this movie is you're like, well, we're presented with all these characters, so who's really the main character kind of thing?
Everybody.
Yeah.
No one knew Sigourney.
Yeah,
Nope.
no one knew Sigourney at the time, so that's why like you got to look at this film as kind of breaking boundaries culturally as well as
Mm-hmm.
just like film wise as well, because like nothing has ever really been done like this in a movie until now. You got to think you have like what, this is 1979, so you have like The Exorcist, you have all the Hammer films, you have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you have
Mm-hmm.
Psycho, you have all these kind of films, and you have Star Wars, of course, and then you have this. So imagine,
And then you have this.
you're like, holy fuck, this is so scary.
Secret message chat. This is not your grandpa's Star Wars.
It's not. Right. This is, bread is my spirit animal.
Secret message chat says that's pretty close quarters for everybody to be around each other 24/7. I would go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
David Cronenberg Shivers 1975. That's what Tom
Oh,
said.
Cronenberg. Yeah, man. Are you the keymaster? Mate.
Secret message chat. Mage, this is for you. They said, Mage, why are you not on screen? Huh? You scared? Huh? He's having internet problems, guys. He was supposed to game tonight.
Also, I just want to point out for our film students, you hear that sound in the background? You might have to put on a surround sound headset or just watch it on your own without us talking. But you hear this like kind of like this like calming humming sound, and that's supposed to be the sound of the computers in medical bay. But it's like a nice little detail that makes the universe feel like lived in, you know.
Yes.
So you can imagine, like, if you were in this universe, you're going to go to a hospital, you would hear those sounds and you know, oh, okay, I'm in medical. They also put the same sounds in the video game anytime you're in a medical facility and stuff like that. So it's a cool little nod. And here we get one of the most iconic scenes in science fiction horror, cosmic horror, whatever you want to call it. So much so that the people that filmed this actually got up and vomited profusely. So the cinematographer who filmed this scene, as soon as cut was called, he got up and spewed everywhere in the toilet. Also, I want to point out the can that Dallas is holding in his hand right there is also in Romulus. That the kids who are underage shouldn't be drinking, but, you know, they're gangsters. Little punk rockers. And I like how they're talking about how in the future, food's not real. It's all synthetic and processed, which is very much like our own time now.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. He's fine. He's fine. There's nothing.
No, it's
there.
Hellboy's dad. Here we go.
Stories from the set. Good publicity. That's true.
It could be, but I think it's real.
Yes, it is going to be okay, Davey. It's fine. It's fine.
So here's actually an error, right? Well, hang on. Right here was an. Well, hang on. Right here, bam. That was a mistake. So the creature was actually supposed to come out, but they went ahead and just said, "No, keep filming. Try it again."
Well, you can tell because they all kind of like stopped for a second. They're like, "Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?" And it's like, boom.
And the director also said there's only going to be a little bit of blood, and it poured all over her. So all that reaction is real. Look,
yes.
It's a little dick monster.
I'll name it Lloyd.
Hang on. Here we go. Moment of silence. There it goes. All right.
Why would you not want them?
Bro, I would have stabbed that. I would have stabbed that.
Right, like. Why wouldn't you? Why would you be like, just wait a minute? No, now you're
Poor John Hurt. Yeah, F in the chat for John Hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and put an F in the chat. There we go. But Ridley likes to really pan his camera a lot in this.
He really does. Like,
but it fits because it's almost like it's showing you how you can't escape. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, every time we get closer to seeing like the space jockey engineer, the xenomorph, the facehugger, the ovomorph, which is the egg, the facehugger, the chestburster, every other shot afterwards, we're getting closer and tighter to the crew. It's almost like you're zooming in closer to them, and the camera's tighter on them to express the inescapableness of what is coming.
Davey says this movie is the reason I watched Spaceballs. And 80 says,
yes.
If only that would happen to Zach in The Strain. Oh yeah, everybody hates Zach. You'll see why.
He's our hammer girl, right?
That's you'll see why when you get to the end of season 3.
I need to get caught up. I feel so left out. I'm so mad.
The sooner the better. Yeah, Davey, like Zach's an interesting character.
Yes, you're right, Tom. And see, we're even kind of closer here too.
Mm-hmm. Your message chat. They're gonna get so close we could count everybody's nose hairs.
Yeah, I've watched this in 4K and can see their pimples in their nose.
It actually, I feel like if the camera is too clear, I think it takes away from a film too, though. Like,
Oh, if it's like too high def.
yeah, yeah, and I noticed that's like a big problem. Tom said he never noticed that.
Yep. And if you pay attention to like, each character that's about to face their,
Mhm.
whatever, no non spoilers, uh, it'll get closer and closer to that kind of character. Not always, because sometimes Ridley wants to do like a little wide shot to show the scenery, but you'll see what I'm talking about
Mhm.
the more and more you watch it.
Secret message chat says, "Ooh, this was my dad's favorite movie growing up, yet he didn't let me ever watch it, so this is going to be fun."
Oh yeah.
Definitely, if you're just joining now, definitely rewind it when you get a
Oh yeah.
chance.
Yeah. Watch it from the beginning, man. It's definitely a slow burn. I mean, I guess it's kind of a
Oh,
slow burn. Some say it's a
yeah.
slow burn, but like I don't know.
I feel
I
like
don't.
it's kind of medium, to be honest with
Yeah,
you. Like,
I do too.
it obviously has to build up,
Yeah,
but they can't really build up too much or else people will just stop watching.
yeah,
So I think it's the right pace for what
yeah.
they
I
want
do
to do.
too.
And obviously it is because look how many people even in the chat are just like, yeah,
Yeah,
this is what I like about it and stuff like
yeah.
that. So
The 3 days of Condor. Oh, of the Condor. Okay. Alien
uh
is slow but tense. Yeah.
yes.
And see, I know everybody likes to hate on Alien 3, but I really feel like Alien 3 takes it back to this kind of slow tension. And I feel like it makes it more. You want to talk about nihilism? Sorry, no shade thrown by anyone. But that's the most nihilistic film I've ever seen because nothing matters. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you're sleeping or dreaming. All your hopes and dreams are stolen from you because you've encountered this perfect organism, this cosmic horror known as xenomorph. So,
Mage says that he could see the appeal. It's actually good.
oh yeah, this is a masterpiece.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Mage. That's why now you see why we wanted you to see it with us. So I'm glad, even though
Yeah.
your internet's messing up, you can at least join us this way.
I mean, I have to say, I think probably this is my favorite movie of all time. Like, it really is. And I know that, like, what about Creature from the Black Lagoon? Okay, yes, obviously, but like, no, this film, I could watch this movie every day and not get tired of it. Thank you, Davey. Thank you.
I
I
was
have to
hoping you'd
say,
stack up it.
the special edition is far more watchable because the theatrical edition is a mess. You can't deny that, and they
Mhm.
totally screwed over David Fincher as a director, and it's absolutely disgusting. Anybody who knows how films are made and should be made, that he got treated in the way he does, because it's like, okay, go make a multi-billion-dollar film without a script, action, like, okay. So first of all, but if you watch the special edition of Alien 3, it's I don't care what you say. You can say I'm wrong. I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's beautiful. I think it sums up Ripley's arc perfectly, especially with the religious themes that are explored in the prequels.
Yes, absolutely. I like how they're just like, okay, we're gonna wing it.
Yeah.
We're gonna just wing this. It's fine. It's fine.
Jonesy. That's the real star of the film right there.
I like how he like semi laughed at him. Like, I wonder if that was just intentional or like it was like a
Yeah.
screw up, but it fit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, see, that's why I like this film is it just feels so real. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
feel like you're like they're acting. It feels like these are actually who they are. And
yeah,
that's
and with
very rare these days.
exactly, I think that's something that needs to be brought back to modern filmmaking, no matter what the genre is,
Yeah,
because now they make
for
it
sure.
so clear that yeah, you're watching a movie. Isn't the whole point of like to pull your audience in to make it feel like they're not watching a movie?
Yeah. Also, too, I just want to say for those who have seen a lot of science fiction films, I think what separates this one, and also including Star Wars as well, is the science fiction films of that time period. Everything looked clean and sterile. You come to this, and also like Star Wars, and everything is like dirty and kind of like gritty. Like, look at this. This looks like they haven't cleaned this area in like years.
It looks like a junkyard.
Yeah, so
Basically, it's like
it looks like it's lived in. Like, this looks real to an
yeah.
extent. As in, like 50, 60 sci-fi, you watch it and you're like, well, this is a set. And they clearly just built it. And they wiped it all down with Lysol, you know.
I
so
mean, come on. Them was super realistic, Gills. Like, how dare you?
Hey, I love them, but I'm just saying, like, this looks like it's legit. Like, it's lived in.
Yes, it does.
These people have been on this shit for years. They're going and they work for a company that they hate, you know, like you can tell, but the company pays well, pays the bills, so they stay.
That was a very weird sound in my left headphone. Nowadays, it's all hype, less word of mouth success. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is. It's like, it feels like they're forcing the movie onto you because, like, half the time you get the best scenes in the trailers now, and, like, everybody's pushing it. And then when you go see the movie, it's a dud. It's like, bring back the art. Was Weapons like
I
that,
need,
Tom?
I need, I need
haven't
to watch
watched Weapons
I
yet.
know, I want to see it so bad. I want to see it so bad. Also, I
Oh.
just want to not throw any shade at Noah Hawley, but what was that right there? Oh, wait, a life cycle change? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Many people hated Sigourney. They thought she couldn't act. Yeah,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is shocking. I feel like she's an intense actress for sure, and I think that's why, they probably didn't know how to take her because you gotta think, like, usually the actresses aren't as intense, and she's a very intense woman. That's why I don't watch trailers. Yeah, but even so, even the movies themselves, like, the best parts are literally 5 minutes now. It's not like this where you're like, wow, look at this detail. Or, hey, I just noticed this.
If we can, I don't know if we could get in trouble because Disney owns everything, but I would like for us to show the trailer or at least the teaser trailer of this film afterwards, and it literally shows you nothing about the plot at all.
I think we can as long as it's on YouTube.
YouTube?
I
Okay.
might have to mute it though. But
So here's some also for those who may have already seen the theatrical cut. The director's cut is slightly different in this area because you get to see the xenomorph a little bit more.
You like Sinners but Not Weapons? Saw it in the cinema? Oh, my husband likes Sinners a lot. I didn't really watch that one yet.
Yeah, I like From Dusk Till Dawn. I like From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. When I pointed out to my husband that it looked like From Dusk Till Dawn, he's like, I don't see what you mean. And I'm like,
I didn't think Sinners was a bad film, but for me, I felt like, I felt like it was just From Dusk to Dawn, but like more like trying to also delve into like blues history, which I thought was cool because I do like blues music, but I don't know. And I think the practical effects in Sinners were awesome. Like that, I have to give credit to that.
I have to actually do like a proper watch because like he was watching it on his TV, so it was kind of like one of those things where I was like doing work and like looking and then blah 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 blah, blah. So
That's so. Oh
like,
my god!
imagine how stealthy. Like, let's say this creature is real. Imagine how stealthy that big thing has to be for you to not realize it's like we're literally right there.
And the fact that you turn around and it's right there, I'd be like,
Weapons was nasty, but in a forced way. I didn't like it. Oh, okay. You're actually the first person that's told me that. I've heard a lot of great reviews of it, so I'm interested to check it out now to kind of see. I like it when people are honest about movies because like so many people will just be like, "Oh, it's great," just because TikTok tells them so. So thank you guys for being so like real in the chat because that's what makes it fun.
I haven't seen Weapons either, but that's the first time I've ever heard somebody say they didn't like it, which is fair. I don't want to say I like Sinners because I'm going to be honest. It kind of pissed me off because I was like, this is From Dusk Till Dawn. They could have done something different, I felt. But that's just me. Also, there was no Decemberist in it, which I felt like was needing, especially with him being like playing the banjo. But I know the Decemberist. I know that kind of music didn't exist really back then, but still. Let's just be.
Secret Secret Message chat says, "Oh, we know Gills loves the new Wolfman movie."
Oh no! I'm leaving. You mean meth
Dave
out, man?
Davey
If
says, "Best part of Alien Isolation is the deaths can't escape that thing."
Saints and Sinners looks good, Sam. Yes, dude. Especially on nightmare mode, it just makes you feel like there's no point to life.
Secret Message chat says, "I didn't even watch the new Wolfman, but I
Don't,
remember Gills ranting about
don't.
it." So,
That movie pissed me off so bad. I would have I would have given that movie a higher review if he looked like a wolf man. Like if he actually looked like a werewolf.
Mage is over here loving the cat. The cat orchestrated the aliens and the facehuggers. Yes, it's the cat's fault. It's Sam's fault.
Like I really feel like there was a good story in the Wolfman, like a family trapped in a
Yeah.
house with their husband or father being aware. Like that sounds so badass. But when you just make him look like he's done too much fentanyl, like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like how does he lose? He loses hair
Yes.
when he becomes a werewolf, bro.
Yes.
Explain that to me, bro. I'm sorry. Like I'm all being open minded. Okay, we're gonna remove the supernatural and the occult and all the demonic stuff from the werewolf. It's just a virus. But bro, he loses his beard. Come
Yeah,
on.
I didn't
No,
understand that either. I was
no,
like, this is backwards.
no. They should, Sam. That's a badass game. I'm pissed off that never got a sequel. That would be a great Hammer horror film too. Hammer should do it.
Secret
Also,
Mess-
I hated how shitty his wife was to him too in that movie. Pissed
Oh
me off.
yes. Oh god.
I don't know a single person who's in a relationship and then like, oh, I don't care that your father just died. It's all about me being on the phone. Fuck you.
Yeah. I don't know. He was a vain wolf man or waxed wolf man. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he was, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I can understand if people like it. I really can, but like, no, bro. Not for me.
It wasn't for it. To me,
Just watch The Howling, bro. The Howling 2 is better than that fucking movie.
when Jenny told me that she liked it, I was
I
like,
know.
she's like, did you like it? I'm like, it was too Lifetime movie for me, man.
No,
And
it was
she's like,
so bad.
oh,
Also, they're like, oh, but it's deep. It's about generational trauma. Well, you have to actually show trauma. You can't just show a dad telling their son to fucking make the bed. That's called parenting. That's not trauma.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
like, come on, bro. Oh,
I don't know.
God.
It was
That could have been better. It could have been better. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I want if you're gonna tell me a movie about generational trauma and werewolf stuff, it better be gory. There actually better be trauma, not just a dad being slightly dickish to his son about making his bed. I'm sorry.
Like, how dare you not make your bed?
It better be like, you're not allowed to eat until you do this and that. And I don't care if you starve, I'm locking you in the barn.
Yeah.
You know, that's actual abuse.
Oh, this scene always creeps me
Oh,
out.
God, yeah. Here we go. So, as I said, as the next character is going to encounter the xenomorph, the camera gets closer and closer and tighter and tighter.
I never paid attention to that either because, like I told you, I've only seen it a couple times on TV. But now that we're actually sitting here and paying attention, I'm noticing these things and I'm like, this is really freaking me out. Like, this is like a escape room in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because their ship, it's not like it's a tiny ship where like they know where everything is either. So it's like,
yeah.
He's like, I'm here to
and also like notice how at first there was really no sound or score, but you just get the beeping of like the motion tracker. But then as he kind of progresses, you slowly get that score coming in.
Which
it's
again
like
is why music's important, guys. I will say that till I will die on the hill. Like that's it's important. Having trauma today is getting told to make
exactly. See, that's why I went off on that movie because it's like, bro, if you want to tell a story about generational trauma and a werewolf, that sounds like a genius idea, but they show no trauma. They just show basic parenting.
Yeah. See, Tom, it was weird for me because I'm a 90s baby, but I grew up like my dad's upbringing and a 90s baby because I also had my grandparents from World War II Germany. So To me, make your bed was just being told, "Hey, make your bed."
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I never.
And then the scene where he's like, "Don't go into oncoming traffic," and then they try to frame it as him being a dickhead to his
Yeah,
daughter. I'm
that
like,
I did. That's
I
what I
was
didn't
like,
like.
what?
Like, it's like they were trying to make him look so bad through the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like if you do, you need to show him like almost slapping the shit out of his
Wow.
daughter. You know, like come on.
Davey says I've watched this movie over 20 times, not including watching with commentary.
Same. I
We've
don't know how many I've lost. I stopped counting after 20. I every at least every July I watch this film, and every October I watch this film.
I figured that's why you chose it for tonight.
Yeah, I freaking love this movie. I think it's
uh,
really scary and still relevant to today.
Tom said we played in the woods. Be back at 7. Yeah, I live in the woods, so like my
Yeah.
everybody was like, go play outside, and like unless it's rainy or like super freezing outside.
And then the other scene that pissed me off so bad is like when
Ugh.
like he recognized the dude being his friend and his wife was still like, "No, he's going to shoot us." It's like, okay, like
The
I don't
Changeling is
know.
such a good flick, dude.
Yes, The Changeling is a masterpiece ghost film. We should show that one time.
We should. We really should. See, they come up with like they remind us so much of good films. Ghost movies are good. The modern ones are kind of creepy though, not in a good way, but they're creepy in the point where like they're not really good. Although the Cleansing Hour on Shudder was actually a decent modern ghost movie.
Here we go.
Yes. I'm a
Another
nerd for
iconic scene come. So
soundtracks.
look, so right there, even though it just cut to them, notice how close the camera is to him now.
Yeah, like it's really almost up his nose.
Well, he's not going to be in part 2.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We still have to work our shift. It's fine.
Yeah. Get back to work. So I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, and I don't want to butcher it. Bolaj Bajello. That's probably not right. He's a Nigerian visual artist and actor, and he was 26 year old design student, and he was discovered in a bar by a member of the casting team who hooked him up with Ridley Scott. And Ridley Scott believed that he being 6 feet and 10 inches, and once he put the costume on, he was then 7 feet.
Jeez.
And with his slender frame, could portray the alien and look as if his arms and legs were too long to be real, creating the illusion that a human being could not possibly be inside the costume. Noah Hawley, take notes, please, sir. Stuntman Eddie Powell and Roy Scamella also portrayed the alien in some scenes as well. So that's why the xenomorph, otherwise known as Big Chap in this film, I feel looks the most ethereal and kind of dreamy. That's not to say that James Cameron's Warrior xenomorphs aren't frightening, because they are, but this one just has this kind of weird sensuous movement. Like it's just so, like when it moves, it's disgusting.
Yeah, you're like, what am I looking at?
Yeah. And it just feels like it's like blasphemy almost, like, which is what I think is lost until we get back to Alien 3. But then again, Alien 3 was also had Geiger or Giger,
right. Yep.
You know, so.
Tom says yes, and he died young. The black man from Predator. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, Dave, about the xenomorph growing too fast, in this one, they had time to do burial rites for the guy. They also had time to have several meetings about the xenomorph, you know, and then they also had time to formulate a plan. Then they also had time to search for the thing, and in the process of searching for it, you know, then that's when we lose Brett. I agree with you at the extent like it needs something to eat as it being a biological creature, but therein I think lies like the horror is that it doesn't confine itself to how we understand nature.
Yeah.
Which is why it's this cosmic scary alien thing.
Should have been an in between, Tom says. They grew fast. Still a bit too fast.
Yeah. But also, it wouldn't be the perfect organism if it didn't do that. Like,
Yeah.
if it was confined to like normal animal growth and human growth, it wouldn't be the apex predator of all creation or evolution, however you want to look at it. So that's why, like, I understand what you're saying, and if you're gonna approach it as like a hard, like, biological fact, you would be correct. But therein is the whole point of why this is so scary: is it doesn't conform to what we understand evolution or creation, however you want to phrase it, should be.
See your message, Jessa. Now's not the time to be on AOL.
Yeah. You just hear the broadband, like the
Yeah.
the dialing, like way back when the internet was first.
Oh gosh, I hate it. It would screech at you.
But I agree with you, Davey. Like with Alien Earth and stuff like that, and even in Alien Covenant, it's like the life cycle is just it just becomes absurd at that point, you know. But I feel like this film and Romulus and Aliens has a more, and even Alien 3 has a more like grounded life cycle change.
Right.
And then people are like, well, what about Resurrection? Well, if you really get into it, they were all kind of clones, so it's not necessarily the kind of
Right. Yep.
same type life cycle.
The alien is the weapon thrown at the enemy.
Yes. Because, like, all you hear throughout this whole franchise is it's the perfect organism. It's the perfect organism. That's why I liked Romulus, because it's, well, I don't want to spoil it. We'll talk about that at the end in case people haven't seen this yet. Because it's like no matter what you do, this thing will never leave you alone once you encounter it.
I like how she's just like, bitch, I am the leader right now. That's another thing too. Like, you gotta think, like, ugh.
He's like, I spilt milk on my head.
It's normal. It's fine.
Ah, yes. I don't think I'll ever forget the first time I saw this scene either. It, like, totally disturbed me and blew my mind.
It is kind of disturbing though. Like, you know, like, especially now that we're looking at it, and that scene right there where you got really close to him with the camera looks like somebody just like getting in somebody's face.
And then pay attention to the pictures that are posted on the wall here. I think the subtle themes of, well, I have to be careful saying this word on YouTube. Graping is lots of grapes. Even the life cycle of the xenomorph is of this nature. And so you have the facehugger that attaches itself forcefully, does what it does, and now you have Ash doing the same next to these images.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a work day on a spaceship. It's fine.
Also, I like how there's 4 like over easy eggs in the background as well.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Don't forget your protein.
Yeah. Refuel.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, I mean, it's fine. It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So we may have been talking at the beginning, but it's also like kind of like a tidbit lore fact that Ash, before the Nostromo went on their mission to get their mineral ores, in quotation marks, Wayland Utani replaced the original science officer with this person who the crew thought was a human being, but was in reality a synthetic. Yes, Davey, it is, but we are getting ahead of ourselves there, so.
We are.
And if I recall, I mean, we can't talk about
Yes,
it on
Tom.
YouTube, but the script is, from what I have in my research, goes into great detail on what she experiences, and it's just like, oh god. So that's one thing that I think that makes the alien and so scary is it's like violation of you as like a woman and as a man. Like it violates you completely as a person when it interacts with you.
From Hell was another good movie, Tom.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I think that's honestly one of E.M. Holmes' best films, but I have to say he's really a master in this too. It's hard to pick a perfect Ian Holm film.
Nice, Tom. Oh, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Right, Mage? And just think, man, this is 1979.
More worms like the strain.
Yeah.
Well, now you can see where they kind of got that idea from a little bit, too. This is completely normal.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh, that's so creepy. I just like how soulless he makes himself in this.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
his eyes aren't even blinking if you really look at it.
Well, he's blinking during the break.
Yeah, that's true.
He's covered in bridal
Bridal
fluid.
fluid. Yeah, I was just about to say.
Davey wants to know your feelings on Alien versus Predator.
I absolutely love it. I'm not gonna lie. Are they cinema masterpieces? Of course not. But that's what makes them so beautiful. I would have definitely preferred them to stay more accurate to the comic book series. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those, the Dark Horse runs. I think they should have been in the future and in space and all that. But I absolutely adore the first film. I know we've already discussed in Link at the Mountains of Madness, but that story is also at the Mountains of Madness if you think about it. Oh, we found this secret ancient civilization in Antarctica and there's aliens there, and oh, all of our history is rewritten and all this stuff. You know, it's basically that. So yes, I love that. Now I also like the second film. I just wish that the studio would have gave them a budget to have a lighting system, because that film is so dark.
I agree with that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And but I think when you put this kind of xenomorph in like 2006 or whenever these came out, it's a little awkward, but they're guilty pleasures. They're not bad. And I'm looking forward to Fede Alvarez and, oh, his name escaped me, who's did Predator Prey, and he's about to do Badlands that comes out next month. I know they're working on an AVP film, so hopefully they'll put it in the future, and we'll get Colonial Marines with the Yatwa and the Xenomorph and all that. I think it'd be awesome.
Davey says the comics were great. The first movie is good. Didn't like the second AVP.
That's fair.
I left an AVP watch along because they bashed that movie. People are weird. I don't think it deserves bashing at all.
No, not the first one. I can understand the hatred for the second one,
Yeah.
but I still like the second one because that scene with the Predator coming to Earth, it's just fucking badass, man. I'm sorry. I think it's cool.
I think
but
you're
it's
right
totally,
to say they're guilty pleasures.
It's
like,
totally lame, especially the subplot with the human where she's like, well, I dumped my boyfriend to be with you. Yeah, it's like, okay. No, I don't need that in my AVP movie. I need Wayland Utani and, you know, corporate conspiracy theories with ancient aliens. That's what I'm trying to watch, not a Hallmark channel after
Yeah.
dark. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, and the
Yes,
director of
yes.
Horizon.
Event Horizon. Yes. Now that is a great film.
I agree.
Very hard to watch, but awesome. I think Hellraiser, either one or two, with Event Horizon would be a perfect double feature at a drive-in cinema.
Yes. The Predalien is freaky when he impregnates a girl.
Yes, I'll have to say, like, so there's like cool moments in Requiem or whatever it's called. But yeah, I feel like they lost the plot, you know.
I
That
agree with
movie
that.
that movie could have been a lot better than it was. But like I said, it's a guilty pleasure. I still have a good time every time I watch it. But then I start getting a little pissed off towards the third act because I'm like, why? Why is this the National Guard and not the Marines? Like, come on.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. Secret message chats. They said that they like AVP.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
fun.
I think they were meant to be fun though too. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like they
it's
weren't
popcorn.
they weren't meant to take as like this one. You know what I mean? They're just
Yeah,
supposed to be fun and
yeah, they're popcorn flicks.
yeah,
Now, do I think you could make an Alien versus Predator of this caliber? Absolutely.
absolutely yes,
Yeah,
yes for
but
sure.
that just needs the right script, the right people, the people who care
Mm-hmm.
about the characters, understand the lore. Because I feel like
Yes.
that's where Alien Earth suffers. Is Noah Hawley thinks he's smarter than everybody else and doesn't understand Alien, and I think that's why the series ended up becoming what it is
Mm-hmm.
because he wants to make Blade Runner instead of
Yes.
Alien.
I just like how she's like so focused. She's like, I don't care about nothing. I just want to get the son
Yes.
of a bitch. And I think it's like really like cool, especially for chicks back in the day who didn't have a strong woman character like that. That
Yeah.
had to be really cool to finally see that, you know? Like, oh, okay. And I'm not one for that because normally I think like modern day the strong women characters are just assholes. I know
They
I'm probably gonna
are.
get hate for
And
that,
no, you're
but
not.
because
I
they're
agree.
not legit strong women. I'm sorry, but strong women don't bash men and they do not belittle people.
And they're not
Point
shitty
blank.
to everybody else,
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Like, this is what a strong woman is.
Yeah.
Someone who overcomes the obstacles and looks in the face of death and says, fuck you. Like,
Yes.
you get the same thing with Sarah Connor in Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Like, it's bullshit.
And like the thing too is like, you know, you see that she's trying to help her coworkers too. That she's not like
Yes.
just like, oh, I don't want them to survive with me. Versus like if this was made in modern day, they would be like, oh, strong does not mean you're an asshole. Sorry, not sorry. And
Yeah.
I get
It's
that.
ridiculous. And they're disrespectful to, like, everyone around them, and especially people in authority. And it's like,
Yeah, and then like
you see her character, she's respectful to Dallas.
mhm.
She questions everything, but she's still respectful. But at the end of the day, she's the last
Yeah,
one remaining because she's smarter than everybody else.
because she's been paying attention now.
Yes.
Like she's been paying
Yes.
attention to the surroundings around her. Autocorrect changes English to Flemish. Oh no. I think the scene in AVP where they meet is iconic for both film franchises.
I agree. That's a badass scene. I think it's iconic. I do.
Oh, Tom, my autocorrect is super bad. One time it accidentally sent I killed grandma instead of I got grandma.
Oh
And
my
it was
goodness.
very strange when I showed up to family dinner with my grandmother. She was, in fact, alive. But I don't text and drive, so like I didn't realize that it kind of did that. So that was a very weird experience. So always
I would
double check your autocorrect.
I would just also have to say for our script writers in chat,
Mhm.
if you want to create a strong female lead or a strong male lead, you if they have to put down any other character besides the villain to make themselves stronger, that's not a strong character.
No. To me, that's a weak character.
Strong characters lift up everyone else around them. And in the
Mm-hmm.
process of lifting everybody else up, they lift themselves up. If you
Mm-hmm.
have to push down a stronger character that you've written to make them stronger, you don't have a strong character, you have a villain. That's what
Yep.
makes a villain. And that's, I think, the problem with modern Hollywood is they don't understand what a good person is because they're not good people.
Yeah.
And so they don't understand how to write a good character versus a bad character. And so that's why you have this weird moral gray, like, protagonist characters that nobody gives a shit about.
Only three ha's, too many, and you look crazy. Oh my gosh, dude. Major's a little crazy, Davey. Tom, Kurt Russell in The Thing, like Kurt Russell in The Thing. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
absolutely.
Here we go. Ugh.
Oh, this is so gross.
Yes. And see, you get enough to lead to the imagination, which is the psychological horror.
Which is
Like
another
Marcy
thing.
says, less is better, you know?
Well, that's like another thing. Secret Message Chat was bringing up a couple streams ago. They were talking about like how they wish more things were like implied because it like
Mm,
kind of brings like the fear back. I think I don't
yes.
wasn't sure if it was for The Corpse Vanishes or This Old Dark House or something like that. But it was one
Mm,
of them. I showed them the This Old Dark House where Fem was like have a potato. So that's now our
yeah.
outro, by the way. It's because now it's a running
Okay.
gag.
Okay.
Um, but what I was saying, like people were starting to realize, like we miss like just the implication because now it's like
Yes.
everything's in your face, so you become desensitized.
Yes.
It's
Now
not better
there's
with the spaces, you guys.
now there's a way to where you can show explicit disturbing scenes like that that does impact the character, but for the most part, you have to build that tension to show that dread. But at the same time, I also prefer this version where it's like
Hmm.
implied. So I could see both. Like I love the Terrifier films, don't get me wrong,
Me
but
too.
they get so over the top to where I'm laughing because it's
Yeah,
just
because it's
like
just like whatever.
overt. Yeah.
But this you're just like, oh crap, what did I just
Yeah.
watch?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
you know she's being violated in unspeakable ways. You know, so it's just like it makes it more disturbing and then you're like, "Oh god, will
Mhm.
Ripley get away?" Are
This
and
stream.
what if we encounter this creature? What is it going to do to us if it's going to treat everybody else how it has, you know? That's where that cosmic horror, that fear comes from.
Right. This stream moves, believe me, some streams are so slow or annoying people in chat. Welcome over here because I have zero patience for annoying people in chat, so I have Nightbot here that removes it for me. So we don't do that. We just come here and hang out. Like you guys chat away. We love
Yeah.
it. We're just here to hang out. That's the whole point of my channel, actually. So I talk music and movies. That's it. Come hang out. That's it. But I have zero patience for like the annoying stuff. We don't do that over here. There's enough channels. Go over there. We're over here to just chill out.
Facts.
Oh, dude.
Oh god, I
Nightbot
wonder
does
how
serve a
hard it
good
was.
purpose.
I wonder how hard it was to breathe in all of this.
Right, like I can't imagine. I was just about to say, like I can't imagine, like even being in her, like acting this scene and like having to like focus with everything going on.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wait, I'm gonna trip. But I guess that's why I'm not starring in Alien. So I also wasn't alive when this was made. So
And I also have to say, like, you can see what a phenomenal actress she is because it's really hard to act scared, like
hmm
genuinely. And she
yes,
was so terrified. And like her fear makes you feel fear intense. Now, coming up is going to be the deleted scene that was woven into the director's cut. And that's what makes this version of the film different from the theatrical version. And here you'll get kind of like why some people get upset with James Cameron with what he chose to do.
hmm
Uh, but we'll talk about it here. I don't want to talk about it right now. We'll talk about it when that scene's happening.
Ooh.
This shot is so beautiful too.
It really
Just
is.
the creature coming around the corner right here. It's so
Because
scary.
you also can't tell if it's got her or not with how she's
Yes.
moving and the way the light is happening, like the strobe. Like you can't really tell until like now you're like, oh, okay, she's.
I mean, I would be freaking out. So, but no, leave the kitty alone.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys think you guys had a bad day at work? Sheesh. Sorry, I keep looking back, guys. Hey, Nolan.
Hey, what's up, Nolan?
Mage wants to
Welcome to
pet
the
the kitty.
stream.
We are watching Alien,
We are,
yes.
man. We're watching the director's cut,
Director's
man.
cut. We're actually almost done with it.
Yes. We're in the third act, man. This is how it felt to work in a computer lab for like 10 years when you try to actually reboot stuff and it would still be like, no, sorry, we're still downloading.
Once you had a mistake, you saw a crew member.
Really? No, I haven't noticed that.
But again, see, that's why I say like the gritty camera comes in handy for those little whoopsies, right? Because like now in like the modern movies, I forgot which one I was watching. It was one of these on Tubi, and it was like a haunting one, and like you could literally see the camera crew in the background and shit.
I know you can see the camera crew in like Hellraiser, or at least the
Mm.
first one, because they're pushing the giant animatronic or whatever in
Yeah.
that hallway scene. I have not seen a crew member in Alien yet. Oh, is it in the audio commentary? Okay, I'll have to check it out. I wonder if they removed it in the director's cut version.
Secret
Maybe not.
message chat. When is your girl Rez coming back? Whenever her life settles down, my friends. I'm not gonna rush her, but when she does come, you guys are gonna love her.
Hey, come back, Rez. We miss you.
I know she watches these. She tells me all the time, so maybe if we keep being like nudge
Yeah,
nudge, hey
yeah,
pal,
come back, Rez.
come once in a while. You don't have to come every weekend. Just come once in a while.
So see, this looks like it's handheld right here, right there.
Yes, absolutely. Secret message says that her fear is so fucking intense, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. I wonder what kind of mindset she got in to portray the fear
exactly.
like
Yeah.
this. You know, like I would love to pick her brain on this.
I wonder if she was just like, well, it was scary as hell. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, it probably would be. Like, even if you're acting, like, you got the flashing lights going, you got the noises going. It's not like she could clearly see either, I would imagine. You got everything
Yeah.
going on. So, and you have to stay in character, like, that, like, bravo. 80s doing the classic pick on Nightbot.
Yeah, there's just like one additional scene that I thought we would already have come to it by now. Maybe not. Maybe it's coming up.
Uh,
I don't know if this is the director's cut.
it
says it is.
Cut. Yeah.
But she's supposed to have met Dallas already. Huh. I don't think this is the director's cut because she's about to be in the Narcissist. She goes and meets Dallas before she gets Jonesy and goes into the Narcissist. So this is the theatrical cut. Well, damn. Oh, well. So before she gets Jonesy, she goes and encounters Dallas, who is in the process of being cocooned, like we see in the sequel of Aliens. No, you're fine, 80. It says on the file director's cut, but I guess it's not. But anyways, he is in the process of being turned into a egg, which is a thing that was hinted at in the original script, that if the xenomorph does not have a queen, a drone will be able to have the ability to turn a human host or whatever it comes into a, I guess, in the expanded universe called a Praetorian egg, which will cause a queen to emerge that will then be able to create more eggs and to be able to have the whole kind of like hive mind set that we see in Aliens. And it's a very disturbing scene because Dallas is like, kill me, which we also see in Alien Resurrection with the clones.
Tom said that, yes, that scene was too much, not realistic. It was better to leave it out.
See, I can't agree with that. I feel like it's scarier because it shows that even though the alien doesn't have eggs, it is able to turn in and create more of itself, therefore becoming the perfect organism. But we have Cameron's Aliens that retcons all of this, and you have a queen, which I like Aliens, but I kind of like the idea that even if there isn't a queen, a xenomorph can still turn you into an egg.
Right.
And we get all of that in the prequels, with it all being like the black goo and it able to reassimilating DNA and turning it back into this apex creation or evolution, whatever kind of thing it is.
I thought the effects were not that good.
It does, Davey. I agree with that as well. But then it also calls a continuity error with Ripley saying, "Oh, I've never seen this before."
Mm-hmm.
But if you read the novelizations of the novels written based on the screenplay, the novelist who also wrote the first one, to Alien and Aliens, came up with a peculiar way to address that continuity error. So, yeah, to be fair, the director's cuts don't really, or at least this version doesn't merge well with Aliens in either version, theatrical or directors. But I'd have to say that for me, Aliens, the director's cut is the way to go, because you get the awesome Newt scene with her parents going to the derelict ship
Mm-hmm.
and finding the xenomorphs, and then you get that awesome turret scene with the Marines setting up all the turrets, and it shows the xenomorphs relentlessly trying to get to them after they've encountered them. I feel like that increases the horror of Aliens to being slightly more horror rather than action horror.
And you think it's better to have Dallas killed in that tunnel and not return in another scene? Anyway.
Well, it also synchronizes with the fact too that Ripley says in Aliens they don't kill you,
Right.
which would make sense, because they would, if they are just going to capture you to impregnate you to make more of themselves. But with this alien, it doesn't have a queen, it doesn't have this other life cycle, so it makes sense that it would have the ability to create more of itself by transmutating you, kind of like the alchemists turning base metals into gold,
Mm.
into its own kind, which I feel is like the ultimate in cosmic horror, to where you don't even matter at the genetic level. It
Yeah.
can remake you into itself without your consent and all this stuff. And you still get that grape allegory even then. So I feel like it increases the horror, but at the same time, it's completely kind of removed from canon, which is why I'm hoping maybe in the Romulus sequel we'll get a little nod to egg morphing. I agree, Davey. Yeah, Aliens director cut is the only way you should watch that film. Do not watch the theatrical, only the directors on Aliens. It's almost 3 hours, but it is worth it.
Secret message chat says, "Oh, she's trusting that spaceship far too quickly."
Yep.
You just don't hear a music score like this anymore.
You don't.
I'm a
I
total
actually
dweeb for music scores, so
I have this whole music score on vinyl, like the whole soundtrack of the movie.
nice.
Blade Runner's director's cut, yes, yes, sir.
You make me want to watch this movie again. Well, you should, Nolan.
You should, Nolan. It's a masterpiece. I wonder what happened though, 80, because it says that it's the director's cut, but it's not.
Oh, congrats, Nolan.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Oh, this part is so unsettling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say that after this scene. Like, I've seen like the director's cut, what they got, the final cut, the ultimate cut, the theatrical cut. They've got all kind of, yeah, there's like 4 or 5 versions of that movie, and every one of them is good.
Secret message chat. She seems resourceful. Clearly, they have her in her underwear to show her vulnerability, and here she is thinking of how to do everything.
Yes, and it's also to obviously this film is very sexual. There's
Mm-hmm.
no denying that.
Uh, it's okay, 80. This still works. We're all still having fun anyway,
Oh
so it
no,
works
yeah, it's
out.
fine, man. Don't feel bad.
It
You
works out.
downloaded it. Yeah, you thought you got us the version that it said it was. It's fine. Literally, like I said, all that happens is she goes down and you see Dallas and you see the rest of the crew. They're all cocooned. So if you've seen Aliens, it's like imagine all the crew that's been killed
Mm.
except for like Lambert and anyways, they're all like cocooned up, right? And then
Yep.
Dallas is the only one that you can tell is kind of being morphed into a cocoon, or excuse me, an egg. And I believe it's Brett's body or whatever that looks like it's fully almost becoming an ovomorph, like an egg. And she just flamethrowers it all off and starts crying and freaks out, and then leaves and climbs back up, and then she grabs Jonesy, and then we're all caught up. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Uh, Secret message chat. I'm definitely going to be rewatching this after the stream tonight. I took notes to what you guys were pointing out tonight, so thank you guys so much for this. Oh, you're welcome, my
Yeah,
friends.
you're welcome.
That Kubrick spaceship was fantastic and logic.
Yes.
The skeleton-like spaceship, incredible. Just amazing and weird. Absolutely.
Yes.
Secret message chat. It always looks like they're gonna rave through this whole movie. Yes.
I never thought of it that way, but you're correct.
The alien just wants to party.
Yeah. Oh my God! Call 911. You just hear Skrillex in the background constantly.
She really is resourceful though, like
And see, like that's a dude in a suit, but it doesn't look like that.
no. Movies are great, yes. It's just fun to chill out, man. That's why I love looking back at these older ones, you know. It's very rare that a modern one really gets my interest.
I think this part is so nightmare fuel.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you think about it, she's literally right next to it. She's sitting in a chair.
And she's
She's having to
alone.
slowly turn around, try to calm down, focus enough to type in shit on the computer,
Yeah.
and then like, oh, I gotta check and see if it's next to me. You turn around, you see that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be dead, bro.
Yeah, I'd be like, no.
Also, I want to point out a fun fact in case any of you decide to watch Aliens without us.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how the gun gets stuck in the door right there. So when
Yes.
you watch Aliens, pay attention to that little detail. When they find her ship, you'll see that that's still there. That's a cool little nod that James Cameron, who clearly was a nerd for this film,
Oh, yeah.
hyper studied. Although, to be fair, the next film you should watch should be Alien Romulus, then
True.
Aliens.
True. She's probably like, I quit my job. Here's my 2 weeks. I'm going back to Earth.
Yeah. I need everyone's bonuses plus back pay plus an additional bonus for having to deal with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's
Ellen
talk
Ripley.
bonuses now.
Yes,
Like,
seriously, Ellen Ripley. And then after you watch Alien Romulus, play the entire video game Alien Isolation.
yes.
Yeah, technically it's canon. No, I just watched my stream of me screaming like a girl playing that
It's
game.
really fun, guys. We have a good time. I'm usually in the chat when I do notice. For some reason, YouTube does not let me know when I get
No, it
lives.
doesn't do that to anybody. recently. Even if you have your bell
Yeah, I have
notifications
my
on,
notifications on for you too. So
it
like,
doesn't turn it on for me.
always link me just in case I'm up and I can't
I
sleep.
should.
So 'cause I'll show up. I'll be in the chat.
So that's the end of Alien. What did everybody think? Oh no! Oh god, what's that? Ah! I'll become the perfect organism now.
Yes. Davey's in trouble.
Ah! Yeah, I work for the Way U Corporation. What's up, everyone? Gills unmasked, finally.
Yes.
Hang on, let me close out of this.
Secret message chat is like, holy crap, I'm definitely gonna rewatch this. We got a lot of people saying that it's going so fast. So I'm gonna sum up what's coming up just because a lot of people are gonna rewatch it after the stream. They really
You
want to pay
should.
attention to areas that you mentioned. Some people have played the game but have never watched the movies.
Oh, really?
80 says Gil's beard is AI. Uh,
Don't say that.
um, so some of them actually said they had no idea it was based off a movie.
Really?
Okay.
Like the game or whatever?
I guess that makes sense. Looks like maybe some people are more video game people than movie people. That can happen.
That's true.
That can happen. So I can kind of see it. Um, Another message, secret message chat says, it must have been crazy to see this in the theaters when it first came out. Could you just imagine all of that? I wonder if the people are actually scared in the theaters.
Oh yeah, there was people that were like fainting and stuff and all kinds of stuff. So
Uh,
this is the film that takes place directly after this film we
mm,
just watched, Alien Romulus. I
yep,
was lucky enough to get a very special edition of it on VHF by
yep.
Dead by or Death by VHS, and you can find him on Instagram. I'm gonna just freely plug him. He makes really good versions of the VHS copy. So if you're into retro viewing, check this out because Fox Studios made an actual VHS version, but they, in their not too intelligent wisdom, were like, we're gonna put a black filter over it so you can't even see it. And that VHS is like over $80. So if you can get him, you can get his at a good price. I highly recommend it. This is what you should watch, or you can get it on Blu-ray or whatever. But I'm telling you, it's better to watch it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that is Aliens, and I would only recommend this version, which is the special edition, the director's cut, and you can see the Queen Alien there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, the great debate in the franchise is Alien or Aliens better. They're both equally as good. I prefer the first film, like we've already discussed multiple times.
Yep.
But definitely watch these two films. And if you like it, Alien 3, but just know Alien 3 is a very slow, nihilistic burn that's going to make you want to unalive yourself after you watch it.
Yeah, that one's kind of rough to watch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Tom says People's Superman was a movie, Star Wars was a movie. Terminator was a movie. I love the old VHS stores and the covers were amazing. Yes, they should just bring them back at this point.
Yes,
I
they
love
should.
looking at the cover art. Yes, I know this generation, too much information and visuals. Yes, you're right there, Tom. Like, there's a lot of times when people are like, oh, this comes from a movie or this comes from a book, and it's just like, yes, it does. We should do RoboCop. Yeah, I agree.
We should. I like all of them.
We will wait
Except for
until
the
he can
remake.
come back more full time.
Yes.
So
I will be back soon. I will.
And also my friend Teddy, she's gonna pop by for another one. She wants to do Rocky Horror for 80.
I love Rocky Horror.
She's supposed to come on sometime in November for that. So hopefully you'll be back for that. I think you'll enjoy
There's also lots of comic books.
Yes.
Lots of comic books that are far superior to Alien Earth. And look how old this is. This is back when Alien 3 was just coming out. I was a young wee lad reading this, and this is actually from England. This is a British version that they took the American comics and adapted them. And this is Newt's Tell, which she's a character in Aliens or whatever, a young girl who encounters the xenomorph. And this is like the backstory to it, and it is canon to the lore. So you can see like the ship we just saw. So if you're into comic books, I would definitely buy the graphic novel Newt's Tale, and also like watch the movie Aliens first, or if you want to, just read the comic book first. But it's kind of the same thing, so I would just definitely watch the movie first and then read the comic. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I would definitely check that out. Of course, there's thousands of action figures and toys that you can get. Costs replicas of the facehugger. This fit me a lot better when I was like 9 years old, but you know.
Thanks, Tom. I'm glad you're enjoying our watch alongs. We try to make it more like immersive for you
Yes.
guys. So like we don't want you to just sit here and watch the movie. Like you're watching a watch along to come hang out with us. So that's why there's conversation. But
And yes, Davey, I did. I have all the Kenner toys. That's what my mom and dad bought me when I was a young kid. I grew up with Alien and Predator and AVP, like some of my favorite stuff.
and see, like I was more brought up with like the Alfred Hitchcock and like the Twilight Zone and the Boris Karloff, that kind of stuff. And it wasn't until like I was a teenager that I started seeing like Alien and Aliens and all that kind of stuff.
But y'all should definitely, like, those who haven't seen Alien Romulus Lit and you like this takes place, I think, 20 years, or I could be wrong. Hang on. Maybe I read it. I don't know. Basically, this is technically the sequel, and this just recently came out. It's a little, there's some problems with it, but overall, it's not bad.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
have a
not
good.
bad at all.
But this solidified masterpiece, like Aliens. Oh my God, we've already had so many people be like, "This movie's better," which it is. It isn't. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So you can't go
Thank
wrong.
you, lady. Yes, yeah. So every Thursday I do a watch along. So if it's public domain, I put it right on the screen, and then it's every other Friday with the panel, and every Saturday with the panel, and Saturday nights afterwards we do a little music after show, and then on Tuesdays we have Tunes Day where we actually listen to music. So, and you guys get to tell us what we want to check out. We take feedback. We're almost caught up with it.
That's correct, Tom. It's not better. It's different. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's
Absolutely.
just, I would say it's got more aliens in it, and you get more like the life cycle
Mhm.
and more lore expansion. You get to see like um, Marines in the future, and you have to also. I just want to go ahead and say this because I'm sure we'll eventually show it on the panel, and I'll discuss it in depth. But you have to understand, in the '80s when this film came out,
I gotta check
the
them real quick.
that's fine. The tech that the Marines had at the time was considered futuristic. Now we have it to where like Marines have cameras on their helmets. We have motion trackers. We have all these weapons that can like auto target enemies. But back in that time, it was kind of like the technology was almost there, but it quite wasn't. So like today's, you watch it today and you're like, oh, we have this tech. But back then, it was like mind blowing to see this kind of like, oh, could Marines and the United States military be like that? So there's a lot of really cool stuff in that regard in that film. James Cameron has kind of always been ahead of his time in his filmmaking, especially in his earlier films. So definitely check out Aliens and check out Alien Romulus. And I would go ahead and encourage you to check out Alien 3, but only the special edition. Don't watch the theatrical version. You'll be very disappointed. It's not that great.
Ridley is 88. Yes. Dark
Is
Dark
that
Watcher
Wolfman
4.
behind me? Yes, it is. I have a very
Good
like,
eye.
my father got that for me a long time ago. This actually, funny enough, it wasn't a Blockbuster, but it was a VHS place.
Mhm.
They threw it out one Halloween, and he went and asked him. He's like, "Can I just go and get it from the dumpster?" And I'm like, "Sure, it's getting in the trash." So he
Yeah.
brought that home for me, and it's every Halloween we bring it out. So
Perfect. I have to dig it out. I have like all the old movie posters from when my dad used to
oh, do
get
you
cool
really? Oh,
stuff. Yeah, I got
that's
some
so
from
awesome.
like Lugosi and stuff like that, but they're packed
Oh, I'm
away
so jelly.
because we got ready for Mr. Scrunch to come in. So it's in storage right now, but when I can dig him back out cuz he's getting bigger now, I'll definitely show him on stream one night.
And also, like, I understand the prequels are a little controversial, but if you approach them as being more philosophical and theological,
Mm-hmm.
definitely check out Prometheus. Now, Covenant, I mean, if you want to, it's kind of like Frankenstein in outer space, and it
Mm-hmm.
kind of screws up the whole universe, which is why this film came and had to fix it. But the Prometheus on its own is really cool if you're into like ancient aliens and the
Yes,
giants
absolutely.
from the Bible and folklore and all those other kind of
Yup.
religions and stuff like that. You'll dig it. They basically make those aliens the space jockey that you saw in this film, which I know I think it's Davey or Tom that had a problem with, but either way, I still kind of promote it. You won't be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely the original mainline trilogy or whatever is the best.
Dave says the OG Wolfman is my favorite Universal Horror. We will be doing Universal Horror because Mage is new to that. He's new to
Oh
all the
yeah, man.
monsters. So,
Mine is obviously Creature from the Black Lagoon, but
yeah.
I love the OG Wolfman. That's why I violently hated the new Wolfman because
Yes,
they had the
absolutely.
audacity to put that motherfucker in the same outfit of him.
I know.
I don't want to
Like,
go off. I'm going to go off on the
ooh.
stream again on that movie, but that movie pissed me off so bad. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
nothing beats the
Absolutely.
other. You
I
hated
can't wait
Gladiator
for it.
too? Yeah, bro. Ridley's been not making too good films lately. Ever since Covenant, he's just kind of been going
I mean,
downhill, in my opinion.
Tom did say he's 88, so
But I'll have to say, I like Alien Covenant more than Alien Earth. I will say that.
uh
I will say that. I know
yeah.
that might be like, but hey, at least Alien Covenant is alien. Like it
We
feels like alien.
are. Let me check first. We are actually almost done with the strain, and then we're going to start Universal Monsters and stuff like that. Um,
Is it possible to show the Alien trailer before we sign
yeah,
off?
yeah, I will. I'm just
Now, let me see
answering
if
a
I can.
question real quick for secret
Let
message
me
chat.
see if I can
Okay,
find that one.
yeah, so we have episodes 2 and 3 on Saturday. And then 4, 5, and 6 next Friday. And then 7 and 8. And then 9. Yeah,
Here,
we'll be done with the strain by the 1st of November. So then we're going to start getting into Dracula, Mark of the Vampire. And then we'll start sprinkling other things in between. Um,
I agree
kind of
with
like
you,
we do.
Davey. I agree with you. I feel like Noah Hawley read like half of the comic books from Dark Horse and then was like, I can do better. And then totally like maybe got too intoxicated halfway through writing the final episodes and then just was like, no, it's great. It's
I'm
better than
gonna
all of you.
I'm gonna try to play this. I might have to mute it. So,
Yeah. So
because
so wait, pause it real fast.
yep.
So I just want to say, like, for Secret Chat and everybody else who studies film, this was the movie trailer that you would have seen for the movie we just watched back in like 78, 79. I know
Mhm.
the film came out in 79, but like,
Yeah.
sometimes they showed it a year earlier. So compare this to trailers now where you see the whole movie. All right, go ahead.
And of course, like I said, sorry guys, I have to mute it
Yeah, it's
because
basically some guy being like, in space, no
yeah,
one can hear you
Gills
scream.
can fill in. It's fine.
Yes.
It's
Do
fine.
you think that you are alone in the universe? There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterwards. No, just kidding. That's all right. Before Sigourney Weaver. No, but
Nothing's
it's playing.
new.
It's playing the score. Like that
Mhm.
and all that, like super anxiety-inducing
Yup.
sounds that we just heard. It's playing that right now, and then you see this, and
And
then
then it
you
makes
get
you want
the
to go out for breakfast.
yeah. They're like IHOP's 24 hours. And then yeah, you get a little bit of the yeah. So see, this is how movie trailers should be. It should just give you the atmosphere. It should show you a little bit what you're in for, just to give you a little
A little
taste.
teaser. That's what they're supposed to be. That's a weird scene to put in there. Their pod
Yeah,
beds.
right.
Like,
Hang on one second. I want to show off one more cool alien thing before we get
yeah,
off.
sure. Oh yes, alligator people. Lon Chaney Jr. is fantastic.
Yes, yes.
So was Lon Chaney Sr. So like they were fantastic. But yeah, this is totally how a trailer should be because it doesn't
Yes.
mess too much. You're kind of like, wait, what?
Oh, come on, come on. All right. All right. So this is a really cool toy that my wife gave me, and it's a NECA line, and this is the big chat. Look
Yes.
how awesomely detailed that bad boy is.
That's so
You're
cool.
gonna see, and it comes even with. So if you're really into Alien, and you want to buy a toy, I would
Oh
recommend this.
wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it comes with the chestburster, and check this part out. It even comes with the tentacly egg part, and then if you look real careful, it has the face hugger in, and you can even take that bad boy out.
Nice.
So they got some really cool merch for this film if you're really into it. I will have to say, if you try to buy anything Alien Isolation from the video game, you're looking for $100, man, minimum
Yeah.
for toys. So it can be quite expensive. Now I have all
Oh my
the.
gosh, Amy.
I know somebody mentioned already in the chat like the Kenner stuff. I have all those, but they're in a bin in the garage where I made my Angry Superman review. So
Yes, the
I
angry Superman review.
yeah, yeah. This film is unifying. If you don't like it, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. uh, but yeah, check all of the toys if you're interested and you want to get them. I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. So look how sweet that is. I wish if I was actually at the Lagoon, I could show off the
Mm.
Queen Alien. But
Yeah.
however, we are only showing Alien, not Aliens. So you
Yes,
only get
that's
the big
true.
chat for now. So when we
That's
do
true.
show Aliens, I will show off my Queen Alien, massive Todd McFarlane toy. So.
Absolutely.
And I was trying to find the chestburster ahead of this guy. Ew, look at that.
That's so gross. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
So, oh, it's gross, but yeah. But yeah, check out Alien, man. You won't be disappointed. It's got a great stuff in it, man. You'll all love it.
Yeah, Secret Message also they love it. They're all gonna rewatch it. They're all gonna hang out and watch it. Some of them that are in close proximity, they're just gonna have some popcorn and rewatch it. So yeah, that's.
Heck
I'm
yeah,
glad you
man.
guys enjoyed this. You guys are talking way too fast tonight. See, Gills, I told you everybody missed your presence on the
Hey,
panel.
I miss all of you, and I don't want to make any promises because I don't like to say things that I can't keep.
Yeah.
But hopefully, sometime next month, if not in December, I
Mhm.
will be back full time. But I'm pretty sure it's
Whenever
gonna be.
you can, the seat is always here. And even
If
if you
not,
have to come in once in a
yeah,
while like you do now,
yeah. I was gonna say if not, I'm gonna at least once a month from now on make a guest appearance on
of
whatever
course.
we're watching. So.
Yeah, yeah.
But with my grand debut, I want to watch Wicked World,
Yeah,
so
we
we can
have
all embrace
to.
nihilism. I'm sure it's going to be better than Alien 3. So
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, you got to meet Harold. Harold is 80's favorite character.
yeah,
Harold really likes applesauce.
what are we talking about? How have you not seen Godzilla versus Hedorah, the smog monster? What are y'all talking about?
I think Davey was talking about movies he has seen or hasn't seen. I collected the old VHS, but the store never had it, and I just missed out. Oh, nice. Look at the detail they put into that, though.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Like
I'm
they
telling you.
actually took time to do that. I hate when sometimes you get toys and they're like, "What's this?" It's like the
And
most
then I
generic
don't
thing
know if you
ever.
can see, but look at all like the detail on the tail. That
Yeah,
it's just like it's
that's
disgusting.
badass.
Yeah, really. This is one of the first things my
Davey said
girlfriend
that's the
got me
only
when we
one he's
started
never
dating.
seen. Gotcha. It's cool how that actually looks like the actor in the suit
Yeah,
too.
and you can put the mouth back in. It's like, sir, can you please put your tongue back in your mouth, sir? Sir. He's like, no,
Secret message
no.
chat says it reminds me of that SpongeBob episode where it's like pickles and it's under the guy's tongue. You can't find them over
I
here?
used to have
Aw.
a massive Japanese exclusive, like 12 or maybe it was 18-inch. It was at least 12-inch big chap, and I was trying to find that for the stream, but it's either at the lagoon or it's in a box way out here in the city. So
Yeah. Yes.
that's
Uh,
also my favorite Godzilla film, Nolan. Nicolas Cage is not wrong.
well, guys, I'm glad you enjoyed this Thursday night. Next Thursday, I will be doing The Terror with Boris Karloff and young Jack Nicholson, who oddly enough looks like old Jack Nicholson while being young.
Right, doesn't he? Especially in Smile 2 or whatever.
Yeah, like
Oh my god.
so we're gonna have fun with that. And Saturday we have The Strain season 4 episodes 2 and 3 with a music after show afterwards.
Yes.
And Tuesday I will be doing Nemophila's Revive album. So
Ooh, nice.
yes. I kept saying Tuesday, and AD just loves saying Tuesday too. So like I'm like, okay, screw it. On Tuesdays we're gonna do music, and that's how it all started.
There we go. I was trying to have Gilman somehow in this, and my shirt got messed up. So there he is. See? It's Creature from the Black
Perfect.
Lagoon. Hang on, I'll just go ahead. Lagoon.
Be sure to check out the terror. He falls in love with a corpse, pretty much. But
Oh, that movie? Yeah. But it's still a good movie.
it's still a good. See, there's 80 with the Tuesday.
Yeah.
He loves promoting Tuesday. Greek.
Would
He's
you
a
all
ladies'
like an
man. Yes.
would you like a
Nice.
scrambled egg?
I'm actually,
Very
after we're done here,
special.
I'm gonna make me some food. I am.
Yeah, as far as
Absolutely.
I got going on at the Lagoon, like I said, I'm going to be having a very awesome Horror of Dracula deep dive for all of
Yes.
you on October 30th,
Mhm.
Halloween. You know, at that time period, it's going to basically drop in the middle of the night because it's going to be a Gills After Dark kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then maybe here in like a couple hours, I'm going to stream some Call of Cthulhu. So if you still want to hang out and you can't sleep, you can come join that. If not,
Yeah.
you can watch the rerun. Um,
Absolutely.
and I'm just so glad to be back. I
Oh,
miss
I'm
all
glad
of
you're
you.
back too, and
Oh man,
everybody that hasn't subscribed to his channel, please do so if you
please
like.
do.
He does
'Cause-
comic book reviews as well and shows off all his
yes,
collections.
and unboxing videos, but I just
Yep.
haven't had the time. And I have a
Yep.
very special Creature from the Black Lagoon toy I want to unbox, but I
Yes.
haven't had zero time to film that.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe my stuff, man. I'm going to be
Mhm.
making content here very soon because I will have the schedule to do that again.
Yes.
Thankfully.
So, yeah, anytime, like, all of my co hosts for the panel like this, we all do our own kind of thing, but at the same time, we meet up and do this stuff. So, you
Yes.
know. Also, guys,
100
we
percent
are,
watch this one.
yes, watch that. And we are going to be hosting a haunt next year, and we can also do it virtually so you guys can attend too. So, it's going to be
Watch
really
this.
fun.
That's right. It's going to be awesome.
Watch it all. Anything is a sex toy if you're brave enough. Oh my gosh. 80, what kind of night are you having over there, bud? Are you okay?
Hey, 80, don't talk about my secrets, okay? Just kidding, you two. Don't strike us.
No, we should be fine. They didn't strike us for that muted trailer, which I'm shocked. So,
Yeah, I know.
like,
God.
if you
That's,
survive it, oh my gosh, guys.
oh my God.
Bro, I always get copyrighted when I upload on YouTube. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I have been. Yeah, I have been too lately.
I'm learning more about the licensing and what can and can be in reviews and
It
stuff now,
also feels.
so
It feels like they're also changing stuff too, without
they
really
are.
telling.
They're trying to make it
I'm not gonna
more
lie.
friendly for us, to be honest.
Yes,
So,
it feels like they're trying to stop new content creators from
mhm.
becoming a thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Not
Yeah.
trying to put the tinfoil hat on or anything, but I'm just saying that's kind of how it feels like
I
lately.
mean, like it sucks because like the influencer types do good, but like they're paid to do good, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I personally, we are slowly and steadily growing. Like, I mean, come on, we've got Tom and
Hey.
Davey over here having great conversation. There are the new
Yeah,
people that
man.
have joined. We still have the lurkers that we've had before, and then we have our secret message chat. So you know what? We're steady, and steady wins the race, man. I don't. I'm actually, I never set out to become viral on this channel. I just wanted to create a cool space for people to hang out and talk horror
Same.
and music. So if we get successful out of it, fantastic. Like we
Awesome.
do.
Yeah.
We do get donations over here. So you guys help us get our goals of getting the proper licensing so we can show stuff on screen, and I'm even designing new merch where like everybody that has donated, you guys get credit on the back of the shirt like a sponsor, so it's really cool. Um and yeah, so I'm just comic relief. I don't know movies. I'm not
Also, I
sure.
just want to look how nasty that looks. Like that's what the egg goes in, but
Nice.
like, why do they have to paint that pink? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is kind of.
Yeah, it Mage says he's not sure my new channel went from 0 to 100 within a few weeks and nearly 300 hours of watch time. Yeah, they are trying to make it more friendly, but like we're kind of like in limbo. So
They are trying to make it more friendly. Could
yes,
have.
they are. They
Oh,
are.
I don't know what's going on with me there.
Well, I
Oh
think
wait,
once you
yeah,
start uploading regularly, I think you'll start to see it
yeah,
because
that's true.
I've started to edit certain things so you get a little more uptick. So when you start doing it regularly, I think you'll see the
I
difference.
want to so bad, and that time will come soon again. Because there for a while I was like,
Oh, I know. But hey, life
uh,
happens.
I know it sucks,
And it was
man.
all exciting for you to come back. Everybody was remember that. Remember hashtags all your friends. It
That's
really
true.
depends. Because I've actually done the opposite of what gurus say and I'm seeing more traffic, so it's so funny
He's
with your
like,
face there because like you're
he
looking
looks
so
like
concerned at the toy. Like, what am I looking at?
he's like, can I be a part of the channel? That's it. It's got two mouths, like it's hard to speak.
Yeah, no, it really depends on what your genre is and what platform you're using. Oh, Mr. Scrunch is going woo in his sleep. Lick it. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? Floating in my tin can. Ah, this is the xenomorph right now, and the end credits. It's like,
Yes. Absolutely. That's the ending of the movie. You know what you should do? Gills, you should make a video where it's like you just describing the movie using all your action figures.
yes, badass. I should. He's like, I'm gonna put myself in a cocoon and crystallize myself and float in space until a company finds me and releases me on a station. Oh, spoilers. Sorry.
This was a random suggestion from YouTube, and I'm glad they did. Yeah, I'm glad they did too. You know, like we're
I am
always looking
too,
for
man.
new people, and I like to know how people find my channel because like sometimes I'm like, what? Like we had a
Big chat.
director get mad at our commentary at one of his films. So.
Well, that's just because he knows he can't write films, but it's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that on live screen. I'm sorry. My
Someone does
fault.
it on YouTube. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do like similar things. It's just how you do it yourself. Oh,
That's right.
I'll
Well,
be
it
right.
was great to be back, everybody. I'm so happy to be back and hang out with all of you again. I
Yes.
still have my channel. I know it's kind of turned into like a weird video game channel, which I do plan to still stream video games, but for the most part, it's going to be like movie reviews, deep dives, unboxing videos of cool toys like
I'll
this
be
and
right
stuff like
back.
that. So please, if you've never seen me before, subscribe to my channel, stuff like that. I also like to flirt with acting, so you'll probably see a character called Emperor Melkor and Elvis Presley and a little hint of Robert Smith. So I'm going to have another character come from Marvel Comics known as
Good
Vision,
night,
which I'm
80.
sure no one will be happy about. But I like to do a little fun, little acting, stupid videos, kind of like just comedy stuff on the
Night,
side. But
baby.
good night, everyone. But for the most part, yeah, it's just going to be reviews and stuff. So come check it out. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe my stuff. I'm going to be uploading normally, hopefully, sometime next month, if not by December
Yes.
for sure. And I will
And
try to appear at least once a month from now on.
you just let me know and we'll make it happen. And tune in on Saturday if you guys want to come on for another watch along or just hang out in the chat. You could do that too. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your Friday morning.
Yes. Yes.
And we'll
And
see you
remember,
guys in the next one.
and space, no one can hear you scream.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for coming over. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a potato.